Okay. Hello everyone. Am I audible? Okay. Thank you. So I hope you have solved the mock test. So we have released the mock test for quiz 2. I hope everyone have attempted that. So in today's session, we'll try to solve the question from mock test, and through that, we'll revise the concept. Okay. So let me share my screen here. Is this visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So you can see the first question, right? So we have a list, we have a dictionary here. But before that, we should know few functions to solve this particular question here. You can see, okay? All these functions we should know, okay? So when we talk about the list here, right? So if you look at a list here, L, right? So we have few functions applicable to that, right? So that is first of L, last of L, init of L. Then we have members here, right? So quickly revise the concept of those functions first here. Suppose I have list that is basically 7, 8, 12, let's say 1, 2, like that. I have this particular list here, right? When I say first of L, so what is first of L? Can anyone tell me?
Seven.
7.
It is 7. It is basically a first element of the list. First element of list, right? Then we have last of L. It is basically 2 here you can see. It is the last element of the list. So here we are talking about element here, right? Now what about init of L?
8,
The element.
8, 8, 10, 1, 2.
Now, initial element, right? So except the
Oh,
last element
7, 8,
here.
10, 12.
7
7, 8, 10, 1.
Yeah, except the last element here. Except the last element, and that is basically a list here. Okay. What about the rest of L?
7,
Eight,
yeah, sorry,
eight,
except
ten,
7.
one.
Yeah, like that. Except the first element, we can say. Okay. Now, what about length of L?
5.
5.
5.
Number of element in the list, right? So you can see in this case that is basically 5. Now we have members function here. Members L, and then we have this 3. What is this one? Members L, comma 3.
10.
The third element.
Is this? What is the working of members function here? So when I say here member L comma X, it means what? We are checking here whether X is a member of list L or not. If X is present in L, it means it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. So this will give me either true or false here. So when I say member L comma 3, it means I am checking whether 3 is a member of list or not. So do we have 3 in the list? No.
No.
In that case, output will be false here. When I say member L comma 10, whether 10 is a member of list?
Yes.
True.
Yes, you can see. So this will give me true here. Okay. So I hope you understand these few functions applicable to the list here. Now let's try to solve the question. So we have a list, we have the dictionary here, right? What about the first thing here? A member L comma D. We have a L. What this will return?
5. 5.
True,
It's
right?
true.
That is basically this one.
True.
Now here we have is key function applicable to D, right? So now let's talk about the dictionary here. If I have this dictionary having key value pairs, right? So when I say is key D, and then we have what? Key here. So we are checking whether this key is present in this dictionary
No.
or not, right? So we are checking whether key is a part of dictionary or not. If this is present, then it will return true, otherwise false here. Now, if you look at the dictionary given to us, whether name is a part of key here, is the name is a part of dictionary here, is the key, is this correct?
No. False.
Yes,
False.
sir.
Yes, sir, it is
False.
correct.
So here we have a dictionary D. What is the key of this dictionary here?
One.
Name.
One only, right? It's a key value pair. This is key, and the corresponding value is again a dictionary here. It's a nested dictionary, we can say. Okay. So key is a, you can see, and the corresponding value is also a dictionary here. So when I say D here, it means entire dictionary. And the key of this dictionary is basically what? 1 here. So when I say keys of D, so this will give me what? List of keys of dictionary D here. So here we just have one key here, that is basically 1, right? And you can
So
see this.
basically, for true, we need to put one here to get through with the get the value through is key one or comma name.
Yeah, so for this particular case, right, if you want that to be true, so we have to put like this D in square bracket 1. So this will give me what? D in square bracket 1, the corresponding value of this key of this dictionary. That is basically entire dictionary here. And from this dictionary, we are checking whether name is a key or not. Now, inside dictionary here, this inner one, here name, age, and gender is basically a key, right? So when I say keys of T of 1 here, in that case, it will give me list of keys of this dictionary 1. Okay. So that is basically
Okay,
a
sir.
name, age, and gender here. Okay. Like that. So if you see here, D comma name. So name is not a key of a dictionary. Name is a basically key of a inner dictionary, that is 1 here, right? So this will give me false. Okay. Any doubt here? What we have discussed just now about this key
No,
function?
sir.
No,
Okay.
sir.
What about this?
12.
Yes. So here we have dictionary, and of this dictionary we are going to this particular key. So we have gone to this particular key. So that is basically we'll get the value here, entire dictionary. And now from dictionary we are going to this particular key, that is basically age. We will get the corresponding value, that is basically 12 here. So this will give me 1 like that. Okay. Now what about the D option here? First of L plus last of init of L. What this will return? Yes, anyone? So first of L is what?
8.
First
8
of L is
plus.
8.
What about this
8,
last
sir.
of init of L?
It will be first we will take the initial one, init L,
4.
then we will put the last one.
So
So
what
it
will
will
the
give the
element?
value 4.
Yes.
4.
So initial of the element will be what? 8 minus 4, 10, 4, except the last element. But out of this list, we want the last element. That is basically 4. So 8 plus 4 is basically what? 12 here
10.
again. 8 plus 4,
Oh,
12,
sir,
right?
12, 12.
Ah,
Sorry.
okay. Now this is about D. What about E?
10.
10.
Rest of first element. So rest of L means what? Except the first element here, that is basically this one. Again, rest of means except the first element, that is basically this one. Now the first of this one, that is basically first element, that is 10 here. So answer will be 2 here like that. What about keys of D?
3. 3.
3.
That is basically list of the keys here. So if you look at the option here, that should be what? A5, B4, and C and D11. A5, B4, C, D11. Let's see. A5, B4. Option B is
Option
correct.
number
Yeah.
B.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone, any doubt about the functions here applicable to list and dictionary?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Now let's please mute. I'm getting a background noise. Yeah. Now let's try to solve this particular question here. Okay. Now, what will be the value of out list here? We at the end of execution of the pseudocode. So we have a n having elements from 1 to 50 here, right? Now here A equals to sum list of n. Now what is this sum list? I don't know. I will go to this particular procedure. Let's see what this particular procedure is doing. Now sum list X. Okay, it will take X as an input. Now we have out list, which is initially empty. We have a new list initialized to a what X here. Why? Length of new list greater than 0. Okay. While length of new list greater than 0, what we are doing? Out list equals to out list plus first of new list here. And then new list is basically rest of new list. Okay. And then we are going to return the entire out list here. Now, if you look at here we are calling this particular function at line number 2. We are taking n as an input here, that is basically 1 to 50 here. So here x is basically my n, that is basically 1 to 50, right? Now what is happening here? So why length of new list? What is length of new list here then?
50.
That is basically 50 greater than 0. Is this true? Yes.
So the
Now,
outlist will contain all the value from 1 to 50.
no, we'll see. Outlist equals to outlist. So initially it is empty. Plus, what is its first of new list?
1.
1.
So this will give me
1.
1, but we are put inside the bracket here, right? So it means what? We have an empty list plus 1 here. It means what? We are going to add 1 here like that in the list. Okay. Now what about this one? Now we are going to update the new list here. What is the rest of new list now?
3.
So it is going to skip
48.
the first. It is going to skip the first element. Again, going to skip the first element. Then from 3 to 50. Can I say 3 to 50? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, go back to the while loop because we are in the loop. We cannot go outside the while loop unless this particular condition becomes false. Now, what's the length of new list here? 48 after removing
48.
1 and 2, right? So 48 greater
So
than 0.
it will contain all the odd values.
Yes. Yeah. So if you look at here, outlist will be what? Outlist. So from the previous iteration, we got 1 here plus. What is first of new list here now?
3.
3. So we are going to add 3 here. That is basically 1 comma 3 here. Again, what is rest of new list now? Right. It will start from 5 to 50 now, right? Again, we'll go to a while loop. Again, here it is 46, 0, like that. So we are going to enter this while loop here. So what we are going to get 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 7. Can we get the odd elements here like that till what? 49. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is
It
what
is
we are
correct.
going to get in the out list here, right? And what is going to return? This out list. So the output of the first A here, sum list of n is basically what? Starting with 1, 3, 5 till 49, like that. Now what we are doing at B here? Yes, anyone can tell me now what is B here?
The value from
List
3 to
rest of
50.
n.
3. From 3 to 49.
49.
So n is basically this one, right? Now
Yes.
rest of n is from 3 to 50, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Now we are going to take 3 to 50 as an input to this particular function. So what output we are going to get now? Tell me directly.
3.
From 3 to
From
49.
3, 5 and like that.
So in the case of line number 3 here, we are going to get the output from 3, 5 till 49 here. Can I say like this? Because anyway, just the input is different here. In the line number 2, we have taken entire list as the input. At line number 3, we have just taken input from 3 to 50 here, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So we got A, we got B. Now let's see. Outlist equals to empty list here. For each Y in A, so for every element in this particular A, for each Z in B, so for every Z in B, we are checking if Z equals to Y, then outlist equals to outlist plus. What we are going to do, we are going to append that particular element in the Y here. So what we are going to checking here, what we are doing here as anyone?
Here
Here
we
we
are
check the values
Whether
are
we are
equal or
the
not.
same
keeping all the common values.
Common values, right? So we can
Yes.
directly say common values is basically 3 to
Yes, sir.
49 only, right?
3 to 49
Yeah.
odd numbers.
So that should be the output. 3 to 49, option number D, right?
Number D.
B, no, 3. D here, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So simple. This is the question here. You should be able to understand what this procedure is doing. That's it. Okay. And here we are applying the nested for loop to compare the element here, whether we are matching the element or not. If it is true, if this is true, then we are going to add the element in the out list. That's it.
Sir, which year
Okay.
paper is this?
This is a mock test of quiz 2. You can see your portal. We have released the mock test. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any doubt in this question, anyone?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
No,
Great.
sir.
No, sir.
Let's try to solve this question here. There are two trains called opposite trains. So we can say two trains are opposite trains if they stop at the same set of station but in reverse order. Okay. Each opposite n comma so n1 comma n2 returns true if trains with train number n1 and n2 are opposite train. Otherwise false here. So what is opposite train here? If we have the true train n1 and n2 coming in opposite direction like this and going through same station here. So if n1 is passing through Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, and also n2 is passing to Chennai, Pune, Mumbai, but in reverse order, then we can say it is opposite train. Is the definition clear to everyone? This one, what is opposite train here?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now what is trains here? It is a dictionary with train number as a key. So train number as a key mapped to a list of station which that train runs through. So for example, we have a trains as a key. So we have a train number 12281 and this passes through Bhubaneswar, Balasore, Hadra, Varanasi, Kanpur, New Delhi like that. Okay. So in this example, train with train number 12 start with Bhubaneswar and reach to New Delhi via this particular station. Right. Now, if I want to find out opposite train of this particular 12281, it means what? It should start from Delhi and go to Bhubaneswar via Kanpur, Varanasi, Adra, Balasore, Bhubaneswar like that. Can I say like this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
But what is the one thing to note here? Number of stations should be also same.
Yes,
In
sir.
this
Yes, sir.
number of stations are not same, so there's no need to check for that because anyway it will not going to match. Right? So let's see what we are going to do here. We have a procedure is opposite n1 comma n2. We have L1, L2, so trains of n1 and trains of n2. So tell me what is L1 and L2 here? Yes, anyone?
These should be the stations.
Yes. So stations, you can see these are the stations for the train number n1, right? For train number n1, these are the station which train number n2 passes through. Station for train n2 passes through, we can say. Okay, so L1 and L2 are the list of this train number. So you can see it is train number. So we are going to get this as a value in the output. Okay. Now, if length of L1 is not equal to length of L2, then we are going to return false. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because if the number of stations are not same for both the trains, it means they are not in opposite direction. So we are going to return false. Yes, this is correct. Now what we are going to do here? While L1 is not empty and first of L1 equals to last of L2. So what we are checking here? If first of L1, so first of L1 is equals to last of L2, okay, then we are saying L1 equals to rest of L1 and L2 equals to init of L2. This is the while loop and here we need to fill the code here. This is fine. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let's see
Yes,
what
sir.
we are going to do here. Okay. So this is what we are doing in the while loop. Okay. So if you observe here, what we are checking if the first station is the last station of second train or not in that direction, right? So it means what? If N1 is from Bhubaneswar to Delhi and N2 is basically from Delhi to Bhubaneswar. So the first element, the first element of the list L1, that is basically the first station of
Bhubaneswar.
N1 is Bhubaneswar, is equals to a last station of N2, that is basically Bhubaneswar, right?
Yes,
If
sir.
that is equals to, then what we are doing? We are removing the first element, that is first station from L1 and the last station from L2 here, right? So we are
Yes, sir.
removing
Yes, sir.
Bhubaneswar from both the list here. In
Yes,
same
sir.
manner, we are going to repeat entire list here like that. Okay. So we are going to match whether the first and last of this N2 is same and we are going to remove that thing. In this way, we are going for a while loop. Now, if this is clear, now let's see. We need to fill this particular code. Now we have to return true, right? When? Let's see. What about the first option? If L1 is become empty, then we have to return true or otherwise false. Is this?
Sir, correct.
It's correct, sir.
If
Yes.
L1 becomes empty, then we have to return true or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. True.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see. What about option number B? If L1 equals to empty, then we are going to return false.
Incorrect.
Sir, it's
No,
incorrect.
sir.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
What about this one? If L2 equals to empty, then we have to return false.
Incorrect.
No, sir, incorrect.
Correct.
Sir, why L1 is empty?
Correct.
Okay, great. So why L1, L2 will become empty here? You can see what we are doing, right? So in every iteration, we are removing one station. You can see rest of L1 and init of L2. So we remove this one, then this one, then this one, this one, this one. At the last, we are going to remove the rest of L1. So rest is basically only new list will be remaining. So we are going to remove that. In the output, it will be empty list here, right? Same in the case of L2. Is this clear now why L1, L2 will get empty? Because we are removing one station from both the lists in every iteration, right?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
in while they have given L1 not equal to empty, what does it mean?
Huh. Okay. So if we didn't specify this one, okay, you understood that it's L1 and L2 will become empty,
Yes, yes.
Can
right?
you also explain as to when it says L1 length of L1 not equal to L2, why it should be false?
Okay. So see, in the question itself, we have mentioned that what are the opposite trains. So same set of station, but in reverse direction, right? So it should go to same set of stations. If 1228 is going through Bhubaneswar, Balasore, other to Delhi like this. Opposite train should start from New Delhi, Kanpur, Varanasi, Agra, Balasore, Bhubaneswar in this particular direction. So same set of station but in reverse direction. It means what? Number of station must be same for both the train to be opposite, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So even if I skip any station here, it means train is not following this particular criteria here. So we have to go through a same station but in opposite direction, but in reverse direction here. So here we are checking if length of L1 is not equals to L2, it means what? The number of stations are not same. So we can say it is not opposite train here. So we can return false here. Now let's see why this is we have put this condition. Now after going through all the while loop, at the end we are going to reach this particular criteria here, right? Because we are going to remove one element every iteration. Now, what if I didn't specify this condition? What will happen in the next iteration? First of L1, last of L2, is this equal?
Yes, sir. They are equal.
Empty, empty, right? Both will be empty here, right? So even if
Okay,
I go
last.
back to a while loop,
Okay.
again empty, empty. So this will go infinite loop here. It will be always true. We want to make while condition false. So here you can see we are checking if L1 is empty or not. Now the moment L1 becomes empty, L1 is not equals to empty. Now this condition becomes false. Now if this is false, entire condition becomes false. Now we come out of the while loop here. Otherwise,
So
if I
that
didn't
is
specify this
given for the
condition,
last.
huh?
That is given for the last step, sir. In order not to be infinite loop, that's
Yes,
why it's given.
yes. So we have to break the while loop. Otherwise, we are not going to come from the while loop here, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Anyone, any
Okay.
doubt here? Is this clear now? Because anyway, first of last of L will be empty, empty only. So it will go in the infinite loop here, right? Like that. Okay. Now
So one
let's
second, sir.
yeah.
Hello. Yes, sir. Yes. Sir, in return we have given false, right? So for this, do we need to initialize in any boolean value as true?
No, no. We are simply going to return the
No,
Boolean
no.
output that is false here. That's it.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Now we need to fill the code. So, right. So if list becomes empty, right? It means what? All the stations are matching correctly. So option A and option B both will be correct. Both the list will become empty here, right? L1 and L2. So we are going to return true for that. Otherwise, we're going to return false here, right? Now let's say, for example, when we have to return this false, because let's say L1 and L2 going through same station here, but L2 is also going through one more station in between. Let's say, okay, let's say for example, if number of stations are not same, so anyway we are going to return false. But instead of Varanasi, it is going through different station. Let's say for example Lucknow. Okay, instead of Varanasi, N2 is going through this particular direction, not through Varanasi. So there will be some condition here when this condition will become false, right? First of L and last of 2 will not be equal, right? So in that case, L1 and L2 will have one element in the list. That is Lucknow in the Varanasi in the case of L1 and Lucknow in the case of L2. It means what? If L1, L2 is not empty, so we have to return false here, right? This is what we have done here. Is this okay? Like why this will return false?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So any doubt in this particular question?
No, sir.
Okay, great.
No, sir.
Let's try to solve this question again based on
Sir,
the
actually,
trains.
I understand the question, but
Yes.
when I was reading the question, the starting line, it was saying that opposite is opposite N1 and N2 returns true if train will with return number N1 and N2 are opposite trains are false otherwise.
Hmm.
What is the meaning of this line?
So this function is going to return true when train numbers N1 and 2 are opposite trains. But what is opposite train? So we have defined it here. So it means what? If they stop at the same set of station but in reverse order, right? So if N1 is going through Bhubaneswar to Delhi via this particular station, and N2 is going through Delhi to Bhubaneswar via this station like this, but in reverse order, then that will be opposite train. Okay. So here we have specified that it is going to return true when these are opposite train, otherwise false. And the definition of this opposite train, we have mentioned it earlier here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Let's try to solve question number 4 here. Let trains be a dictionary with train number as key mapped to a list of station which that train runs through. So for example, we have train again same. In this example, train with the train number, this will start from Bhubaneswar to New Delhi. Okay. At the end of execution of the code below, I'll stores the name of a station. Okay, so here we have information about the trains. It will have a train number and the corresponding value is basically a list having the stations, right? Now what we need to do? I'll stores the name of the station through which the maximum number of train pass. Choose the correct fragment to complete the pseudocode here. Okay. So I'll stores the name of station through which maximum number of train passes. Is the question clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if
Yes,
we
sir.
have 5 trains, and in all the 5 trains, if Varanasi is common, so in the output we should get the Varanasi because it is a maximum number of time a train is passing through that particular station, like that. Okay. Now let's see. So we have a station here equals to empty dictionary. We have n equals to 0, l equals to empty dictionary list here. For each x in keys of train. Now what is keys of train? Tell me.
Train number.
Train number.
Train numbers, list of train numbers.
It's a list of train number, right? So list of train numbers. That is basically
Sir,
1, 2,
do
2,
we
8, 1
need to
like that.
consider the above example?
Which example? This one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Only this example we have to consider.
No, here they have just mentioned this as an example, right? So we have more train numbers like that. So 1, 2, 2, 8, 1, 1, 2, 2, 8, 2, 1, 2, 2, 8, 3 like that you can consider. Okay. 1, 2, 2, 8, 4 like that. So this will give me list of train number. So this one. Now station
Okay.
update dictionary, this one, right? Now what is update dictionary? We don't know. So we'll go to line number 12. Let's see what it does. It is going to take station as a dictionary as an input. And what is X here? What will be X?
Keys.
Updation on
No. What is X here? The keys of train is
X is
basically
the
list
parameter.
of
Parameter.
station's
Train
name.
stations.
List
What
of
is
train
X here?
The
number.
What is
train number.
Train number.
Ah.
Train number.
X is
Train
basically
number.
Yeah, X is basically element of this particular list. It means what? It is a train number, right? You can see.
Oh, Bittu.
Please mute. Right. Okay. So X is basically a train number. You can see 12281, 12282 like that. X in keys of train. This is what we have said. So here we have a dictionary and X is basically a train number. So what we are doing here? For each A in trains of Z. What is trains of Z now? Tell me.
It will
Stations.
be the
All the
station.
stations of the train.
Value of the key Z.
For example, as we taken the 12281 train number, so all the value or the stations which are in that key
Yes.
we will found there.
List of
A,
stations.
yeah, A will be a list of station for the train number, whatever train number we have decided here. Let's say, for example, Z here. Let's say 12281. Right?
Can you please explain this example again? मुझे नहीं समझ में आ रहा.
Okay. So see here. Okay. So line number 3 and 4 is clear.
No.
Okay. So here we have a trains that is basically a dictionary here. So having a what? Train number as basically key and the list of station through which the train pass, that is basically a value here. That is, we have entire train dictionary like that. So when I say keys of train, it is basically list of train number here. So list of train number. So for example, here we just have one train. So we 12281. And let's say we have few other train as well, 12282, and then we have few list of station like that. So let's say we have this 4 train number here in the trains dictionary as a key. So this will give me list of train number. Okay. Now we have for each X in list of train number. So means for every element in this particular list. So what is the element here? It's a train number here, right? Now what we are going to do, station, that is empty dictionary here. So update dictionary station comma X. So station is basically empty dictionary and X is basically what? A train number here. So we are going to take this as an input to this dictionary. Now, what this particular function is doing, let's see here. So now we have a dictionary and the train number as an input here. Dictionary and the train number as an input, right? Now for each A trains of Z, Z is basically train number. So if I say trains, that is basically a dictionary. If I put the train number, that is basically a key. What is the output of this one? Corresponding value for this particular key, right? So and the value is basically this list of stations, Bhubaneswar, Hill, New Delhi. Is this clear?
Can you come again from line number 12?
So here we have taken dictionary as an input and Z. That Z is basically a what? A train number here, right? So we have a dictionary that is basically the empty dictionary for the first iteration. Then here we have a train number Z. Now this D and this train number, what we are going to do? For each A in trains of Z. Now Z is basically my train number here. So trains in bracket we have put train number. So train is basically dictionary. We have put the key here. So we are going to get the corresponding value. So this will give me the corresponding value for this particular train number. And what's the value here? This entire list of stations here, like that. Okay. So for each A in trains of Z. So this is basically list of station. Now let's see what we are doing for each A in this one. For every A in this particular this one. So for every station from this particular list, what we are doing here? As anyone can tell me now what we are checking in the if else condition here?
We are making the key or putting the value like the station. If a station is Bhubaneswar, so we are making a key for it. And if Bhubaneswar come again, we put increment the value in that key.
Yes, correct.
The
So let's
nested
see.
dictionary.
Nested dictionary, no. We'll see here, right? So for
Sir,
every
the trains is a dictionary. The stations is dictionary, right? So where
no,
we got from train?
train is a dictionary mentioned in the question itself, right? You can see.
But sir, in pseudocode stations dictionary, that is just for example, right?
Here we have created different new dictionary here, station, this one. Okay.
Okay, so both we are considering.
Yes, train is basically this entire
Trains is
dictionary.
already filled.
Yes,
Trains
and
is
this is
already filled. On station, we are going to fill.
yes, yes. So we have created one new dictionary, that is empty dictionary here. It is STNS here, right? Now A
And
is
that is for
basically
help.
Z is basically we are taking input from this one X. So X is basically what? A train number here.
Okay, they have changed, right? D comma Z. Okay.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
can put any argument here, right?
They are parameters. They are called parameters.
Yeah, these are the parameters we can say. Okay. Okay. So here we have a dictionary, right? And then Z, then A is basically a station. So trains of Z is basically list of stations. So for every station, what we are checking. Now let's say for example, A is Bhubaneswar. Is Bhubaneswar a key of dictionary D? D is basically a station. Is this true?
No, sir.
Because it is empty, right? So key is
Yes,
not
sir.
present. So this is basically false. So what is not of false?
True.
Yeah. So output of this thing is basically false. But here we have not also. So not of false is basically true. It means what? Entire condition is becoming true here. Now we have to execute this one. Now what we are doing in station dictionary here? We are going to add the A, that is basically a Bhubaneswar, as a key, and the corresponding value is basically 1 here. This is what we are doing. Okay. Now we are
Sir,
going for yes.
sir, why they making code difficult? We simply check if is key and notice we add on else.
So that also we can do. But to understand the concept of this node, we have put it like that. Okay. So you can skip this one. I can put it here. I can put this here. So same thing. Okay. Okay. So here, if this is true, then not of true will become false. So, and if this is false, not of false will become true. So now we have an empty dictionary and Bhubaneswar is not present. So this will return me false. Not of false is true. So we have to execute this one. What is this? For this dictionary, we are going to add the station name as a key. The corresponding value is basically 1 here. Is this clear? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now we are going for a next iteration because we are in a for loop here. Next is basically what? What's the next station here? Adra, sorry, Balasore, then Adra, like that. Again, we'll check whether that particular station is a part of the dictionary. No, because it's an empty dictionary and we are dealing with the first train. So can we say after this entire for loop, we are going to get a station, for example, Balasore 1, Adra 1, like
Yeah,
that.
just frequency. It stores frequency, right?
Yeah, New Delhi, 1, like that we can say. Okay. So for this particular train, we are saying we are simply checking whether this station is present inside the dictionary or not. If it is present, we are going to increment. But initially it is not present, so we have to add as a key, and the corresponding value is basically 1. So this is what we have done for all the new stations here. Okay. Now here we have this one. Okay, is for one train number, right? Let's say, for example, we go for a next train number, let's say 12282. And 12282, basically, I'm considering the example here like this. So it goes to the Balasore, then we have Lucknow, and then we have New Delhi here, like that. Just 3 trains here, like that. Okay. Now, again, same thing will happen here. Again, we are going to call this particular function here. Again, dictionary will be what? Station 1, but now this time it is not empty. It got updated. So we have to consider this dictionary now in the second iteration, right? This one. Z is basically a disk train number now 12282. And now for each A in trains of Z. So again, we have a list of station here that is basically for train number this one. So this will be a list of station. So what we are checking here? What is the first here? That is basically Balasore. Is Balasore is a key of dictionary?
Yes.
Yes. From the first train, we have added Balasore. That is true. So Balasore is basically a key. So this will give me true. Now what of not of true? That is becoming false. Now if this is false, we'll go to else block here. What we are doing here, D of Balasore, sorry, D of yes, Balasore is basically equals to 1, plus we are going to add 1 here. So I'm going to increment the value of this Balasore to 2 here like that. Again, I'll go to a next iteration. Next is basically Lucknow, but Lucknow is not present here. So I'm going to add Lucknow in the dictionary. Corresponding value is 1. Go for next iteration. We have a New Delhi. Again, New Delhi is a part of a dictionary. So we are going to increment the value by 1 here. So at the end, what we are going to get in the station dictionary, if I complete this entire for loop for all the stations, yes, anyone? For all the trains?
All the number of
Frequency of the
stations
frequency of all these stations.
stations mapped to the number of stations.
In the
Stations as
stations,
keys.
station is basically key and the corresponding value is number of trains passes through that particular station. Can we say like that?
Yes. So this is
Right?
a very easy one, but why they have made it very, difficult and
It's not that
very.
difficult. We have just changed it here instead of not. We have put it here. We can put it here. That's it. Okay. We have just put the not and we have changed the condition. That's it. Okay. So here you can see at the end what we are going to get. Station in which we have the station as basically a key and the corresponding value is number of time that train has passed through that. Okay. Now if you understand this one, now we have to
Sir,
deal
please
with this.
explain again.
Okay. Which point?
Sir, the latest point.
So you can see here, right? Once I complete this entire for loop here, this one, because for every train number, we have to call this particular procedure here. We have to check for that particular train, do we have a station in this dictionary or not? Okay. So if you can see here, if the key is present, if the station is present, so we are going to increment by 1. Otherwise, we are going to add that particular station in the station list here, dictionary here like that. Okay. So this will consist of what? So at the end of execution of this entire for loop here, we are going to get this particular thing, station
All
dictionary.
the number of stations,
Yeah. So all the station name will be there as a key. Number of time that train has been passed to that station, that is basically will give us.
the
So
value.
yeah, value. So if we have one more train passing through Delhi, so that will be a 3 here in that case. Okay. Now, if this is clear to everyone, let's see here. For each key, for each wine, keys of station. Now, what is keys of station here?
Sir, all station.
The stations where train stops.
List of
Number of
all
all
stations here. You can
stations.
see
Yes.
Malapur, Bhubaneswar, Adra, New Delhi, Lucknow, like that. So list of all the stations. Can we say like this? Yes. Now for every list of all the station we have. So for every station we want to check something. What is that? Let's see here. Right. So at the end we got the station dictionary, and now we are dealing with what? This here. Now what about the first option? We want to find out what? Name of the station through which maximum number of train has passed. So it means, let's say for example, New Delhi here, 3 trains. Okay. So will I get that answer? Can you check it here?
But the n is 0, no, sir?
So initially n is basically 0. Yes. Now tell me, is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir, it's wrong.
So what we are doing
What
here?
is L? What is L, sir?
L is basically we have empty
Empty list.
list as of now. Okay, it's empty list. N is basically 0. So n equals to 0, L equals to empty list here, and then we are executing this one. Y is basically what? For every Y in keys of station. Keys of station is basically a station name here. So Y is basically a station name, right? If station Y, so let's say for example Bhubaneswar. So station Y is Bhubaneswar here. For the corresponding value here, 1. 1 equal to 0. Is this true?
No,
No.
sir, it is false.
We'll go to line number 4 here. 1 greater than 0.
Yes, sir,
Yes.
it is true.
It is true that we have to update the value of L to what? Here you can see in
But
square
the
bracket.
Station name.
updation is wrong, right, sir?
Sir, I
How?
think it's incorrect.
Yeah. Empty list
It's
plus
correct,
plus.
sir.
Because the first value, if we say we took Bhubaneswar, which value is 1, so it will put the value, put Bhubaneswar in it, in the list. But when comes New Delhi, its value is 3. It will not update the list. Matlab list will also contain Bhubaneswar.
No. At this point, how the list will get added, Bhubaneswar, Delhi will get added here? It's simply Y here. Why is at this particular point we have
It is
Bhubaneswar?
wrong.
No, no, it's correct, correct.
So L is
I
basically a
just saw
Bhubaneswar,
that.
right? So we'll go through
We
the
are
entire.
assigning now. We are not in
Yes.
adding.
We are simply seeing whatever the value of Y is there inside the bracket, we are putting it is equals to L. That's it. Okay. Now here we have a
Yes, it will
Bhubaneswar.
give the maximum value.
Yeah, we'll see. So L is basically Bhubaneswar. Like we got this one. What's the value of N? Equals to station of Y. What is this one? 1 here, right? N equals to 1. And this is basically this one, right? Now we have to go for a next iteration because we are inside the for loop. Now next is basically Balasore here. What about Balasore here? So station of Y. So Y is basically Balasore. So station Balasore corresponding value is what?
2.
2
2, so it
here.
will
2 is not.
put Bhalasur in a list.
So N is basically 1, right? So not
2 is not
satisfied.
equal to 1.
So we'll go to next if condition. 2 greater than 1?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
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 So we have to update the L to next iteration. Next is basically what next station is Adra 1. So Adra 1 equals to 2. Not correct. Go for next if statement 1 greater than 2.
No.
Not correct. So again, no need to do anything. Go for next iteration. That is basically New Delhi. So what happens at New Delhi? New Delhi here. So this will be a 3 equals to 2. Is that correct? No.
No, sir.
No,
So
sir.
3 greater than 2? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Again, we'll update
Yes.
L to New Delhi and N to 3. Go for next iteration. Next, we have Lucknow. Value is 1, right? So here we are going to get what? 1 equal to 3? No, not true. 1 greater than 3? No, not true. Go for next iteration. We don't have any
What
station
will
here.
what will happen in the case अगर जैसे 2 stations होते
हाँ,
वे हाँ
correct.
ट्रेन 2 stations and then 3 बाद में आता तब तो वो अपेंड हो जाता ना लिस्ट में
नहीं, तब भी हम इसको अपडेट करते थे. Let's see. Instead of Agra equals to 1, if we have 2 here, right?
हाँ
So what will happen at this particular point? Balasore 2, right? So value of L will be Balasore, N will be a 2. If I go for a next station, that is basically
2 equal to
Adra.
2.
So Adra is basically 2. 2 equals to 2. This is true, right?
right
Now what we are doing here? We are merging both the lists. That is Balasore, then plus Adra. In the list, 2 second will be there. Badra, sorry, क्या Balasore, right? Balasore and then we have Adra. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now what will happen here? See, in the next iteration, we have New Delhi. Again, here the value of New Delhi is what? 3 equals to 2. Is this correct?
no
No, sir.
Now, what is happening here?
तो
3
नेक्स्ट
greater
में
than
वो
2.
ओवरराइट हो जाएगी
Now we have to update this to New Delhi. Yes, that's it. Okay.
okay
Now, why we have put this equal to sign? Let's say, for example, we have 2 stations in which maximum number of trains are passing. Let's say, for example, we have Mumbai as well. And that is also basically 3. In that case, in the final list, New Delhi and Mumbai will be there, right? Maximum number of
So
trains.
if Bhubaneswar is 3, then that is a maximum value. Then how it will proceed?
if the first element is itself a maximum 1, 5, so that's it. For the first iteration, it will become what n equals to Bhuvaneshwar, n equals to 5. And for all the next
Sir, please.
element, it will be false. So it will complete the for loop, but it will not going to update anything here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because both conditions will become false, false. We go for next iteration. Again, false, false. Go for next iteration like that. Okay. So option A is correct here. So we are going to get the list of stations through which maximum trains are passing. So this is what we want. Names of station through which maximum number of trains are passing. So option A is correct. But I guess it is a MSQ question. So multiple options can be correct. What about B here? Is this correct? Now tell me quickly.
Incorrect.
Why incorrect here? Everything is same. We have just changed what? The if condition
Assigning,
here.
we are assigning the value to L if it is equal to.
Yeah. So if we have two station here, so we are just going to store the last one, right? We are not merging that. That is not correct. What about C?
Why is option B incorrect?
So if we have two station having same maximum number of train, let's say New Delhi and Mumbai, in that case, what will happen? This will become true. But we are going to just update this by a latest one, that is Mumbai only, right? So New Delhi is not going to get stored here. It should be this one, right?
So how to make this correct? What changes have to be made here?
Option A is correct here. We have to put this first, then this one, and then like that. Okay. Or here, what you can do, you can just put here L plus Y, and here L equals to this particular thing, not this one. What we have here, L equals to Y here. Okay. N equals to station here. That's it. Okay. We have to remove that. We have to put the condition here. Okay. So we have to store the information of a station having maximum number of trains. Okay, so this will not be correct. What about C here?
C is correct, I think.
So for that particular station, we are checking whether we have, let's say for example, we start with 0. It's a Bhuvaneshwar, value is 1, 1 equals to 0. No, false. What we are going to do here? L equals to
Assigning.
Bhuvaneshwar only, right? Go for next iteration
And it's remains incorrect. 0.
So
and
we are not
always remains 0
comparing.
here, right? And always remains 0 here because L will get only update at this particular line, but this will execute only when if this is true, right?
So this is
So,
false, right?
This is
so
false now.
this will be always false, right? So it will never become true.
Yes,
So
sir.
option C is also not correct. What about D? Again, we'll
False.
see station 1 greater than 0. This is true. We are going to add that L. We are going to N equals to that particular station name, exit loop here. The moment this becomes true, we have to exit the loop, but that is not correct. We need to check for all the stations. So option D is also not correct. Only option A is correct.
So exit loop should be at the last, sir.
No, we have to go through entire list here. Okay, all the stations should be covered, right? We don't need
Make
to
this
exit
This
to make this
exit
true.
loop is for the for each loop, right?
for loop because all this thing is inside the for loop. You can see here, right? All those options are inside the for loop. That's why we are going through one station by one
Exit loop
station
should
by
not be there. Okay, okay.
exit loop means what? If this condition gets satisfied here for the first time, let's say for example, Bhuvaneshwar only, right? If it is getting satisfied, so that's it. So this will get executed here, exit loop. So we have to exit the entire for loop here. It means what? We are not checking for this Balasore, Adra, New Delhi, remaining stations. We are only checking for first station. That's it. Okay.
Okay, okay. That should be removed. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So we have to remove this. Okay. I guess any question now? So please try to solve this question again. Very good question. Okay. Okay. Let's see question number 5 here. The following pseudocode is executed using the shopping bills data set, right? At the end of execution, we have a count pairs. So what is count pair? Should store the list of triples. So list of triples such that every triple has two items and the number of times both item has been purchased together. So it should store the triples like that in which two items, for example, if milk and bread are the items has been purchased together three times, in a triple would be like that, milk, bread, and three times. Is this clear? What this particular count pair will store?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
So
here 3 times is given. That's why they have mentioned 3 over there in the list.
yes. So this will be item one, item two, and how many times you have purchased these two items together. That is what the number here.
So
Okay.
in one bill, 3 times both the products has been purchased. It says this.
Not in one bill, entire shopping bill data set, right? So if we have 10 customers, let's say for example, out of 10, we have 5 customers who have purchased this together, right? So in that case, this will be a 5 like that. Okay. Now let's
So
see.
why they have used the word together?
Yeah, so when we go to any shop, right, we purchase different items here, right? So when we purchase milk and bread together, so that's why we have put like that. So in the same bill, if we have both milk and bread in the bill, so that is basically we have to put it here. Okay, we have to consider
Okay.
that particular bill. If I just purchase some milk, not the bread, so I don't need to consider that particular bill here, right? So both the item must be present on the bill.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I got confused.
we'll
Yeah.
see.
Okay.
The procedure gate pair returns the list of pairs of item purchased in the cart X. So what is this gate pair? Let's see. List of pairs. So this will give me list of pairs of item purchased in the cart X. For example,
Can you please explain this triple concept again?
okay. So let's say for example, I have two customers only, two shopping bills I have just, right? In that I have purchased milk, bread, coffee, shampoo. Here I have purchased milk, bread, tomato, shampoo. And we have one more bill. I have just purchased bread, then tomato and shampoo like that. So this will store the information how many times these two products, milk and bread, have been purchased together. So in that list, it will be milk, then bread, and how many times you have purchased in from for entire data set. So here we have just three cards. So the one time, second time. So answer will be two here. So two times milk and bread has been purchased together like that. Okay. If I say here, how many times bread and shampoo has been purchased? Tell me in that case, bread and shampoo. In all the three bills, we have bread and shampoo. And basically three times here, right? When I say milk with tomato, that is basically one only, M and T. When I say
Two,
milk with coffee, no, here only, no, M and T. Just that's it, right? Here we have B and T.
second and third bill.
And third also we
Okay.
just have
Okay.
bread
Milk and
T. I just considering
milk. Okay.
milk here. So this triplet will store what? Item 1, item 2, and how many times has been purchased.
So is it like combination of two items and the total of those two items in each bill has to be 3?
Not 3. How number of elements in this particular list will be 3 here. One item, another item, and how many times it has been purchased together like that.
But it says should store the list of triples such that every triple has two items and the number of times both the items have been purchased together.
Yeah. So
So
list of
triples is
triples. So this is milk, bread, twice here. Then we have next element bread, shampoo thrice here. The next element milk, tomato one here. So this will be in the list here. And every element is basically triple here. So list of triples. So it's a list of list here. Okay. Nested list.
So it's combination of two, any two, and the number of times they are present in the universe of
Yes.
bills. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So that is basically
so
list of triples means list of list here. You can see.
so triples means inside the inner list there should be only 3 values.
Yeah, so every element of this list, it shall have three values. First value should be item 1, second value should be item 2, and third value will be what? Number of times both the items have been purchased together,
But in the outer list,
like
it may
that.
have 10 to 15 list, right? Hello?
Outer list. Okay,
Okay.
list of triples. Yeah, so this will simply store the combination of different items here. So M with B, M with C, M with S. Here also M with T, and here also T with S, like that. Different combinations and how many times it has been purchased. Okay, let's see. We'll discuss. Now the procedure, we have a get pair. So list of pairs of item purchased in the cart X. So this will give me pair of items. For example, we just have three items on the bill: milk, bread, and sugar. So this will give me pair all the possible pairs here: milk with bread, milk with sugar, and bread with sugar here, like that you can see, right? So this will give me a pair of those particular items. Is this clear what get pair will give us?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's see. Okay. So here we have count pairs equals to list. X pair equals to empty list. Again, we have pair is equals to empty list. So here we have three empty lists. What we are doing here? Pile 1 has more card. Okay. Read the top card X in pile 1. Okay. So what we are doing? X pair is basically get pairs of X. So for that particular card here, so if you look at the shopping bills data set, we have one card, we have different items there, like that, right? So what this will give me? Yes, for that particular card. What is X pair?
कट तो नहीं रहा.
X.
Is
List of possible pairs of the item.
yes. So if you look at the
How it will pair? Any condition?
already it is specified in the question, right? So get pair will give us what? List of pairs of items purchased in the card X for that particular card. So if you look at the
The pair means only two, right, sir?
yes, two only. So shopping card here. So what get pair will give me? Yeah, just
अच्छा.
mute, right? So here you can see. So here we have different items on this particular shopping bill, right? So get pair will give me all the possible pairs. So carrot soap, carrot tomatoes, carrot bananas, carrot socks, carrot curd, carrot milk, like that. Then soap, tomatoes, soap with bananas, then soap with socks, like that. So it will give me all the possible pairs of this particular items. Is that clear? So what this will give me? Get pair, all the possible pairs. Carrot with all the things, then soap with all the pairs, like that. Okay. So this is what we are going to get here. Now, what is pair list here? Yes, anyone? What is pair list? Tell me. X pair is, we know that. This is basically all the possible pairs of all the items of that particular card. What about the pair list here? Tell me.
List of the X pairs. Basically, list of lists.
List of list here.
List of all.
Sir, what is X pair?
X pair is basically output of this get pair X, which will give us the list of pairs of items purchased in the card X. So for example, here you can see we have this different items, right? So this will be like this. Here we have carrot with soap. Then again, next element will be carrot with tomatoes. Next will be carrot with curd. Next, carrot with milk, like that. Okay, all the possible pairs here: milk, curd, milk, like that. So all possible pairs we are going to get from the get pair. You can see this is how we have defined here. Okay, so all the possible pairs we are going to get from get pair. Now, what we are doing at pair list?
It is a list of pairs of item
Uh,
purchased.
list of list here. So three list we can see. So here we have empty list. Already get pair is basically list of list, right? In which we have item 1 and item 2, like that. So that is going to get append here in the pair list. So we are moving that X to pile to another pile 2. Then we are going for a while loop here. Next iteration, next card here. Again, X pair will be what? Again, for this card, all the possible combinations here. baked beans, chicken wings, and baked beans with cocoa powder, baked beans with capsicum, like
20
that.
possible outcomes, I think.
You can see here, right? So for every card, we are getting all the possible pairs from X pairs. And that entire list we are going to append in the pair list. And we say like this. So here we have one list. In that, we have this from the first one, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Let's say for card number 1, we got list 1. Okay, so this will be like this.
What is 2, 3, 4, sir?
No, I'm just writing down instead of this items. I'm just writing down 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay, let's say
Example.
milk, bread, milk with soap like that. This for card number 1. Then for card number 2, it will be like that. So this is basically again milk, bread, and we have milk, soap. Again this
In the
1, 1, 4.
one,
Then again comma again the all the possible pairs from card number 2 will be there. Okay. Again, that is nested list here like that. So it will be 3 lists here. Outer list will contain what? For every card. Can I say outer list will contain for every card? So we
Yes,
have
sir.
one pair list. So one big list. In that inner list will be for every card. And in that we have the pair of the items purchased in that particular card here. Like that. Okay. So it will be like this. So here we have one particular card, and here also we have a list of different items from that particular card X. So again we have from card Y, and here we have all the possible pairs of items purchased from the card Y. Again we have same thing for card Z like that. Okay, it's outer list entire thing. So this will be give me list of list of list. Okay, now if this is clear, let's see. So this is what we are going to get after executing the while loop here. Okay. Now what we are doing here, while length of pair of list. Now tell me what is this one. If you understand what we have discussed here, tell me what's length of pair of list.
counts.
Yeah, what
All
it will
cards, sir.
represent.
Card counts.
Number of cards.
Number of bills, number of cards we can say, right? Because for every card there will be one pair, right? So if we have 30 cards here, right?
We
30,
have
right?
30 list in list.
Yeah, so that will be a 30 here. So 30 greater than 1? Yes. So what we are doing here?
So I have a doubt, sir.
Huh?
So they had told to have triples, right? Then why they are using pair, that word pair? Why they are using?
No, we are ready to complete the code, right? So here we just we have just taken the pairs of every item. Now we need to count how many times that pair has been appeared, right? Here, this is what we have discussed. Milk and bread has been appeared 3 times. That's why we have put the 3 here. It means what? I need to count all the milk and bread from that particular list, how many times that particular thing appears, right? Then
Same
that
pair.
number,
We calculate same pairs.
same pairs. Yeah, we can say same pairs here. Milk bread or bread milk, basically same thing here, right? That number we have to add here. So we'll see. Okay, so here we have length of pair list. So pair list 30. So for every card we have one list in the pair list. Yes.
Sir,
Now
one
again,
question.
yes.
Sir, in the while loop, why is it like length of pair greater than 1 instead of 0?
Okay. So if I say 0 here, right? So if I remove this card one by one here, so we are going to remove that card here, I guess, where it is pair list, right? So pair list is basically rest of list, right? So we are removing one element from the pair list. So we are removing one card here. So at the end, what will happen? There will be one card here, right? So
Yes,
if I
sir.
say 1 greater than 0, that will be true. But if I say 1 greater than 1, that will be false, right?
Yes, sir. But the last card will also have some pairs, right?
Yeah, we'll discuss that, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So here we have this rest of list and first pair triples like that. So we have 3 different lists here now, right? Now we have pair count, then we have item 1 none, item 2 none. So we have initialized with the none value. So this is basically for this having a data type string here. Pair count have data type integer 0. Now let's see what we are doing here. What is line number 12 will do? First pair. What is first of pair list here? Tell me what this will return. First of pair list. If you
First card
understand.
of first bread or something.
Pairs
No, no.
of
The
first card.
Go ahead.
first card of first pair.
No, what should I write here? What this will give me?
Sir, like milk bread is
Pairs
a
for the first bill.
yeah.
Yeah, but what should I write? In
Yeah.
which format do we have to get? We'll get that.
As a
What
list.
is that?
Linking
Yes. List
List
of
of list.
all possible pairs of that particular card, let's say X, right? This is what we are going to get. Entire list, and in that list we have how many times the pair has been appeared for that particular card, right? If
so
pair
all the
list is
pairs
all the
of
pairs of
first card.
one first card here for the first addition, first card here, okay, that is what we are going to get here. Now what is this one? Item 1, item 2, what we are checking here? First and last of this first pair. So first pair, so we'll get this one, right? So this will give me a what? First of pair list.
The
Yeah,
first
so this
list of the first
First
pair and the
item
last
of the
list of the
first
first pair.
pair.
Of the item.
first pair. So this will give me what?
First item of pairs.
So this entire thing here, one. Okay. So first pair. Just a second here. If we get first pair, that is basically list. Then we are checking item 1, item 2. Yeah. So here pair list will store all the possible combinations of the items here for all the cards here, right? Like that. So here, if I take that thing here, so first of pair list will be what? So that is basically a list. Sorry, here first pair is basically first element of the list here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so this will not store for every card. This will store for all the data set here together. Okay, so here length will not be 30. Here length will be what? All the possible pairs that can be formed in the entire data set. Because we are going to merge that. Yes, this is not in the this one. So this is we are simply adding the entire list here. We are merging the list here, right?
That a
So this
huge
pair
number,
list,
I think.
yeah. So let's say for example, from shopping bill one we got let's say 50, 60 combination. Then from here we get double combination like that. So that is a huge number. So we are not worrying about that number. Okay. So here what will happen? So it will take that element here. First pair will basically first element here. So let's say for example for the first shopping bill, that will be the first element here. So carrot and soap will be taken here. Right? Then we have this first pair is basically carrot and soap. Now what is item 1, item 2? First and last of this first pair. So we're taking the
First is
first element that is
carrot and
carrot,
second is soap.
second is basically soap. What we are doing here for each pair in rest of pair list. What is rest of pair list?
List without the
Except the
Instead of
first element.
except that all
so
the
if
other
First
pairs.
element.
yeah,
All
if
the
this is
other
my
pairs.
first element, carrot and this, what was that? Soap, except this element, all the pairs I am going to get here, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Right. Now I have this carrot and soap here. So item 1 is carrot and item 2 is basically a soap. Now I am checking if the for all the remaining pairs, if the first element is basically carrot or last pair is basically sorry, it's item 1 or yeah, carrot only. So carrot and carrot item 1, item 1. Because if you observe this carrot and soap, also equivalent to this soap and carrot. Pair is basically same here, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So we just comparing the pair. That's why we have compared first pair equals to carrot or last pair equals to carrot. If this is can be possible or this can be possible, right? If this is true, then we have to complete the code. If this is not true, then we go to else block here. So what we are doing here? Rest list is basically what? Rest list plus that pair. So what is this rest list now? Let's see. What is
Append
that?
that pair.
So initially it is empty here. Okay. Now what is that pair here? That pair is this one. We are dealing with
The
that
one you
particular
passed in the
pair.
for each.
Except
Yeah.
for the first pair.
Except for the first one, we can store it here like that. Okay. Now what it should be here? Yes, anyone? So we have just checked for the first one, right? If first is element is same, first item is same, we have to check for second item also, na? What about the soap here? So let's see. What about the first option? Once we check for the item number one, now we have to check for item number two. Item
Yes,
number
sir.
one can be this side or this side, doesn't matter. Now, similarly, we have to check for item number two. Now, let's see, is this correct? We are checking for item number two.
Yes, sir.
So, first stop pair,
Yes,
item
sir.
number two, or last stop pair, also item number two. This is also possible, right? Now, if you observe here, you can easily eliminate the option if you understand here. So, it should be or, right? Either first pair or last item or second pair can be possible, right? Sorry, first or last. First or last, it means either this one or this one, right? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
It should be or only, not and. And is basically what we want both S and S together like that. But no, it should be or. So you can easily eliminate this option and, right? C and D. Okay. So we'll
Yes, sir.
discuss in
What
detail
we are
like that.
checking here, sir? What we are doing here?
No, we are just comparing here. We just want to compare this carrot and soap must be equals to this carrot and soap or carrot like that. So any basically same pair here, right? So we are trying to match whether this item one is equivalent to this item one or this item two, right? Because anyway, both are the same pair here.
In a particular
Similarly,
bill?
yeah, in a particular bill. Similarly, for soap also, it can be present here, it can be present here as well. But anyway, both are the same pair here. We need to consider that pair. So we have checked
So
for
we are
huh?
just subtracting all those duplicates.
No, we are not
We are doing that.
subtracting. No, no. See, first we have checked for the item number one. So we have to consider item number one. Let's say, for example, carrot. We have checked for the carrot. But what about the soap? Soap should be also present either this side or this side. So that is why we are checking for this particular code now here. Okay. So if I see here, I can go with this one. First of pair equals to item two or last of item two. This is what we are doing here. Pair count equals to pair count plus one. So initially pair count is zero, I guess. Yeah. So that is basically we are going to increment by one. Otherwise, what we are going to do, we are going to put that entire pair in the rest list here. And then we are going back to a next pair here. Like that.
I have a
Okay.
question.
Uh,
Sir, so in the option, as we can see that rest list is done, right? And here again the rest list is done. So we are like eliminating two of the pairs.
no. Here this else block is there. Okay. So that rest is present inside the else block here. Now, whatever we have discussed option number one, that is basically inside the if condition. So inside if we have one more if condition like that. If that is false, then we are going for else block here.
Okay,
Okay.
that means like if there are two pairs back to back which are like identical, then we can eliminate both of them, correct? That's what it means.
No, no, no.
No. If this is false, it means what? Let's say, for example, we are comparing carrot and shampoo with carrot and milk. Okay. It means what? My first item will be satisfied here, carrot here. But what about the second item here? So here this is basically a shampoo. So shampoo equals to shampoo, yes. But here milk equals to shampoo, no. Wait. Here first pair and item 2 is basically my shampoo here, right? So here we are comparing with the first or last pair of this one. But anyway, that is basically C and M. It will not satisfy the shampoo here. So that is basically a false. In that case, I am going to add that into a rest list. It means I have not compared the carrot and milk in it. Okay. I am going to add in the pair list here.
Okay, got it.
We will see. Okay. So what we are doing here, we are comparing first either this item or this item should get matched. If first item get matched, then check for second item also. If second also item get matched, it means what? There is a pair. If there is a pair, so we are going to count all such pairs. So it will store the number of times that pairs has been appeared. Okay. So if we have bread, bread, milk, how many pair is there?
3.
3, right? So here in that case, answer will be a 3 here like that. Okay. Otherwise, we'll go to a rest of list this one. Okay. Now, once we store this in the pair count, that is basically 3. So what we are doing here, we are putting a triple equals to item 1, that is basically carrot and shampoo, and how many times it appears, that is basically 2. So that is basically one triplet here. And that triplet is going to get append in this particular count pairs list. Okay. Like that for every pair, we are going to do that. And now we update the pair list to remaining list here.
How pair count? How it got to know that it's 2? Where we have
No.
stored pair count?
Where pair count is basically here we are storing, right? After comparing carrot and shampoo is a pair, then we're incrementing the value of pair count here. Okay.
Sir, can you go through again to the while loop that I explained?
For loop, this one, right?
No, while loop.
This one. See, we already
Yes, sir.
discussed this one.
No, sir. The bottom one, bottom while loop.
Yeah. So here you can see we have all the empty list, then we have pair count 0, then we have 2 items, none here. Now what we are doing here in the case of, just a second. So first pair, so we are going to take the first element of that entire list here. Let's say for example, carrot and shampoo is basically my first pair here. So in the output, there will be carrot and shampoo. Now in the item 1, first of this first pair, that is basically a carrot. Item 2, last of this pair, that is basically a shampoo. Is this clear? So for every pair, we are going to check this. That is why we are using a while loop here. So first we'll take for a carrot and shampoo. Okay. Now what we are doing here? For each pair in the remaining of the pair list. Now there are possible carrot and shampoo or shampoo carrot pairs are possible in the remaining pair list. Now we are taking each and every pair. We'll take each and every pair. For example, we'll take carrot tomatoes, carrot bananas from another cart, carrot soap, shampoo like that, right? So we'll take each and every pair and we are going to check whether the first element of that pair or last element of that pair is item number 1. Because it is possible.
So first pair is checked with all the other pairs of one bill.
No, see what this for loop will do. It will
Wait,
take this pair.
in the case of pair list, it is a list of list.
Yes, and every element is basically one pair here.
So let me just, it's a list of list which is bill wise. So for every bill, a pair is formed, and then for every bill, the list of combinations is stored.
No, not for every bill. If you observe here, we have not put like that. Okay, if you put like that, then it will be for every bill. So this will only store all the possible pairs of entire data set here. Okay, let's say for example, from this one, if we got 20 possible combinations, then 20 will be there, 20 possibles will be there, pairs, and go for next will also, again, if we have 20, 40 possibilities, again, those we are going to get added here.
So
So
there will
here,
be duplicates in the storage of items.
yes, obviously duplicates will be
Okay.
there if we have multiple pairs, right? So this pair list is basically a combination of all the possible items here, pairs here for entire data set. Okay,
All the
like that. It will be
possible
a huge
pair of
number.
item, right?
All the possible pairs of item. Okay, not card wise. Okay, if I put this in bracket, then that will be a card wise. Okay.
Okay.
Now we are taking one pair at a time. Let's say, for example, carrot and shampoo, right? Again, item number one first is basically carrot. Item number two is basically shampoo. Now, what we are checking for remaining pair list, we are checking whether that pair exists or not. Whether this carrot and shampoo exists or not in that particular remaining pair list. How we are checking that? We are checking if the first element of that particular element, because we are going to iterate to entire pairs of list here. It can be a milk bread, it can be a carrot and milk, like that. Okay. So it is also possible that we have carrot and milk. Here we have milk and carrot, and here we have shampoo and carrot, like that. Let's say, for example, we just have three lists in the remaining pair list here. Now, how this will work? So for every pair, so first pair is basically carrot and milk. So first pair is basically a C. Item number is basically what here we have C. Then we have last pair is milk. Item number is one is basically also C here. So this is true because we have a OR condition. So entire condition is true. Now we'll go inside this if statement here. We'll check for pair number two. Pair two is basically milk. Here item is basically shampoo. Here last pair is basically what? Sorry, no, last is it. Here it is C. Here it is EM. Okay. If you observe here, both the conditions are false here, right? If both the conditions are false here, we have a OR thing. So entire condition is false. So we are not going to execute this one. In that case, we go to else block here. Then we have rest list equals to plus plus. We are going to add that particular pair here. That is basically what we are dealing with, this carrot and milk here. So that is going to get added here. Then we'll go for a next iteration here. That is basically milk and carrot. Again, that will be false. Okay, because in this case, the first condition itself will become false because here we have a first pair is milk, right? And here last pair is basically carrot. So here item is C, here also item is C. Okay, if we have a carrot, then this will be true. Again, this will be false here because there is no shampoo in the that particular pair. So again, we are going to add that particular pair here like that, milk and carrot. So in the output, we have carrot and milk, and then we have milk and carrot. Okay. And let's say, for example, here we have one more thing, milk and bread. Okay, one more pair. Anyway, that will false the first condition itself, carrot. Here we have carrot, carrot, and here it will be milk and bread. So again, this is false. So again, we go to this else block now. We'll add that particular milk bread in that particular rest list here. Now go for next item. Now here we have shampoo and carrot. Now this will get satisfy both the conditions. And now we are going to increment the value by 1. That is basically a 2 here. Okay. So now if I go back to a for loop, if I don't have any other element to explore, I will stop the for loop and then I will come here. If you observe, we got the item 1, item 2 is basically whatever we have discussed it here for this particular item, that is basically this C, and S pair count is basically 2. That's it. And then we are going to add the list inside the count pairs like that. And then pair list is basically the remaining rest list, and then we are going for the while loop here again. Again, same process we have to follow. Again, all will be empty, pair count will be 0, all item will be none, none. Again, go for a next element that is basically carrot and milk here, like that. Is this clear now?
Sir, every time we are making it empty. Rest list first pair triple.
Yes,
How do
all
you
this will be empty for every
how do you say
thing.
that?
We are going for another iteration here. So again, this will be empty here, right?
Okay, because it is inside while, right? It is
Yes,
not out.
inside while.
Okay.
Okay, so just consider this one. So we have considered this carrot and shampoo. then we have considered carrot and milk, then we have considered milk and carrot, then we have considered milk and bread, then we have considered shampoo and carrot. Okay, this is only we have only. Let's say, for example, this is my pair list. These are the only element we have in the pair list. I'm going to compare this with every pair like that, and if got matching, I'm going to increment the value of that particular
Nested
pair.
nested alterations, sir. Like,
Yeah. Then
sir,
again, huh?
sir, why we assign item one as none and item two as none in a starting of while loop, second while loop?
Yeah.
Is
So
this
here we have
necessary?
no. We can skip this part as well. We can directly assign the value to this particular item one, item two. That is
Okay,
fine.
sir. Thank you.
Okay. So this is how this particular code will work. So just try to execute this one. Okay. Try to solve this question again. So option A is correct, I guess, because here we are dealing with all things. So it can be first or last pair. So option A can be correct. Let's see with option number B. There is also possibility or first pair. Is it correct?
No, sir, it is not correct.
Why?
Because, sir, the is compare the item one in first pair.
Yeah, so we already compared with the item number one, right? So now we need to compare item number two here. So here we are not comparing with all the possibilities. So option B is not correct. Anyway, C and D will not be correct if you see and here. So option A is correct. Right? So if you understand this particular thing, your requirement, what we are doing here, no need to go through any further. So you can easily eliminate this. All this also you can eliminate. Okay. Only one option will be there. This is option number A. So again, try to solve this question. Okay, after the session. Okay, I will move on to our next question here. You can see explanation is given to you. You can go through that if possible.
No, but what the problem is in the quiz, they won't give examples. They won't explain the question well. How they have mentioned here, how they have explained here with the example. In
So
quiz,
this
they just give question and pseudocode. That's all.
so this type of question will be there. If we are
They just
saying
won't be given. Yes, they
so
won't
this
give
will be given
these
to you,
statements.
entire statements. If any procedure is doing like this, then we specify that it is working like this. It's possible like that. Okay. Otherwise, if it is not required, then it will not be mentioned. Okay.
Okay.
We'll see. Okay, let's try to solve this question. We have many questions, I guess. How many? We have 14. So in the quiz two also 14 questions will be there. Okay, let's try to solve this question. Pseudocode execute on the source data set. Okay, at the end of execution, give pseudocode correct option here. So same thing for three questions here. Okay. Okay, question 6 to 8. We'll see. So here we have a pseudocode. Let's see what it is doing. Proper equals to find top table one. What is that? We don't know. We'll go to this procedure here. So what this find top is doing? It is taking entire table as an input, entire data set as an input, maximum equals to 0, top equals to empty list. We are doing like that. While the table one has more row, read the first row. Okay. So what we are doing here? Yes, anyone? We have discussed this in the lecture as well. In the week 2 or week 3 lectures. Week 4 lecture, I guess. What we are doing here?
Finding the maximum marks, total, highest total.
And storing the sequence number
Total
and maximum
number of marks which are highest and
finding the
the
top
equal number of that.
Yes, so we are finding out the maximum total marks. We are storing in the max, and this will store what? The sequence number of that student who got the maximum marks, right?
Yes.
This will be a list, sequence number along
Yes,
with the
sir.
maximum marks. Okay. Now we are moving that to table 2. We'll go for next iteration here. Like that. If I complete the entire iteration, so I will get this at the end. Okay. So top will have just 2 elements, sequence number of the student who got maximum total marks. That's it. Okay. Now let's see. So this will be a output of this topper table here. That is basically only one list, sequence number of a topper with the maximum marks here.
What if two students have same marks as top?
Yeah, so that we are not going to store it here. So that information is missing. Let's see what options are given to us. What about the first option? Is that correct? Topper list of two elements.
Yes.
Yes.
So just two elements. Yes. Is option B correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So first is the sequence number of a student who got highest total mark. What about C?
No. No, sir.
Here we have mentioned
No.
list. No.
No.
What about D?
Yes.
So last of topper basically highest marks in the toppers table. That is also correct here. So A, B, C, D. Sorry, A, B, D is correct. Simple question here. I hope this is clear,
Okay.
right? Simple question.
So for
Let's
two
try to solve.
students, they haven't given that case, right?
Yeah, that case is missing here. Okay. So if two students having the same maximum total marks, in that case, we are not
Sir,
going to.
please show the options.
So topper is basically list of two element. Yes. First element is basically a sequence number of highest total mark. Last is basically a highest total marks from the table one. That's it. Okay. Simple question. Now let's see here. Consider. You can see the. Do we have anything? Just not clickable. Okay. Okay, whatever I'm writing is visible, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So let's discuss question number 7. Here, find the top. Okay, so consider the procedure find top. So already we have discussed that in the first question, sixth question, right? The following should execute using the score data set. Let remove row table. Then we have comma. Then we have Z. It deletes the row of table with sequence number Z here. Okay. What will mark list represent at the end of execution of given pseudocode? So we know what find top is doing. It will give us what? Sequence number of a topper along with the maximum marks. This is what we are going to get, right?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me what we are going to do here. Topper is empty, mark list is empty, while table 1 has more rows. Topper equals to find top table 1. So this will be what? Sequence number of topper with the maximum marks here. Let me refresh this. It is lagging for me. Okay. So here this will be what? A sequence number of the topper with the maximum marks, right? Now what we are doing here? So this will remove that particular row from the table. So this will delete the row of a table with a sequence number Z here. So let's say for example, sequence number is 30 of that student. So this is going to get removed from the table here.
Why we
Okay.
are removing, sir? After checking that card, we are removing.
Yes. After finding out the topper, we are removing that particular entry of that student here. First topper is basically sequence number. So of this sequence number, we are going to remove from the table 1. What about the mark list here? What this will store?
Appending.
Number of the topper.
Order.
No, topper is basically what? This one, right? So we are going to put this inside the bracket here. Right? So mark list
So
will
list
store
of list.
sequence number and maximum. So that is list of list here. Okay. So for the first iteration, we are going to store sequence number and maximum. Okay, like that. Go for a next iteration. Now tell me, it is interesting. What this will give me now? Tell me what this will happen. After this, what will happen? What is this will give me now?
Second highest.
Yes. So after removing the first topper from the table, again, if I call this particular function, again, this will give me topper name here, sequence number. But already we have removed the topper, first topper. So this will give me second topper, sequence number, along with the second highest marks. Can we say like that?
It will give the list of sequel numbers in descending order based on the total marks, option number B.
In descending order based on the maximum marks, total marks, sorry, right?
Yes, option number
Huh.
B.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, this is why we are removing each time every card
Yes.
to get the
Every
top.
time we are removing the topper from that table. So if I go for a next iteration, we'll get a new topper. That is basically less than the previous one. So first topper, then second topper will be there in the sequence number, then third topper will be there in the sequence number, like that.
But if the row of the if it says remove row table 1 first topper, if that sequence number row itself is removed, why will the number be maximum marks be appended? वो तो row ही delete हो गई ना prior execution
Yeah,
में.
we have removed that row, but we have stored the information in this particular variable, right? We have not removed the variable, na? So we are storing that information in this particular list here. So this will give me a sequence number, let's say of topper 1 with the max 1, I will say. The second iteration, again, this will get append sequence number with the max 2. In the third iteration, we get the sequence number with the max, third highest maximum, like that. So this will be a list of lists. Okay.
So, sir, this iteration will go for many times, right?
Till this
Nested
table
iteration, right?
becomes empty. Till becomes empty. Because we're removing one row every time, right? So at the last, then we are going to get a sequence number with the lowest marks here, right? So if you look at here, what we are going to get, list of sequence number in ascending order based on the total marks.
No.
Ascending order, nahi. List of sequence number in descending order based on the total marks. Yes, maximum 1, maximum 2, first topper, higher topper, like that. Okay, what about C? C is correct. List of pairs. Sorry, we are not going to get the list of
एक मिनट
sequence
मम्मी
number.
यार.
Yes.
We are going to get
Correct.
list of pairs. Yeah, sorry. Here sequence
Yes.
number and marks also. So list of pairs of sequence number and total marks in descending order based on total marks. So option C is correct, not B. Okay, and D anyway not correct.
Kind of
Ascending.
this code is just sorting by the marks.
Sorry, can you repeat?
This code is sorting the code is sorting the cards by the maximum mark.
Not sorting. We are storing the sequence number and maximum marks in this particular mark list. So this is a sorted list here, we can say, in this case.
That only that
Sorting is something where we have already given one table, right?
Yes.
Which
Here
is
we are not
unsorted.
sorting the table here. Here we are storing the sequence number of max pair in this particular manner. Okay, like that. Sorted manner according to the maximum. Okay. If you understand this question, now let's try to solve this
So one
question.
second.
Yes.
Sir, um, why topper equal to find top? Why it is given in first line? So in that line itself, all 30 iterations is done. If I have 30 cards.
No, no. Here we're considering one table, entire table, we are finding topper of that. Okay. Let's say, for
Okay,
example,
okay,
we have
table
a
one.
100 marks and then we have sequence number 20. So we'll remove that one from that entire table. If I go for next iteration, in the table, there will be one row less because we have removed that row. This will not be present. In that case, we'll get a new topper. Let's say, for example, sequence number 15 and the marks is 90, which is less than 100 here. Second topper, we can say. So like that, in every iteration, we are going to get a topper from the current table after removing the previous maximum row. Like that, we can say.
Okay, okay.
So again, let's try to solve this question. Okay, we will be understand a better way. Let's try to solve this question now. Mark list created in question 7. So I hope everyone remembers the mark list that we have created in the question number 7. So this will store the sequence number along with the maximum marks in descending order. Please mute. I'm getting a background noise. Okay. Now, what will top list represent at the end of execution of the given pseudocode? Now, here we have top list, which is empty, counter equals to 1, max equals to, what is this one? Tell me what this will give me now.
The maximum marks.
First of mark list and then last of that particular thing. So first element of mark list is basically a sequence number with the
Sequence
maximum
number.
highest marks.
Maximum marks and first ranker.
Yeah. So highest marks in entire data set, right? So highest total marks we can see. Okay, maximum marks. Then what we are doing here for each pair in the mark list is basically sequence number, and then we have the marks. So for every pair, what we are going to do? If last pair is what? Last of pair marks, right? If last of pair
Yes.
is not equals to maximum marks, we are going to store what? Max equals to last pair, counter equals to counter plus 1. Like that.
What is this?
Now tell me what is this here? What we are doing here?
Minimum marks, I think.
No, no. What is this one?
The highest marks.
We are checking the frequency of the highest marks.
Okay. Frequency? No. Last pair is basically what marks, and this maximum marks here should not be equal,
Minimum
right?
marks.
That
Second
I
highest
say. We
marks.
find a minimum marks in this.
Minimum marks.
Max will be
Second
what?
highest marks. So
Okay, just a second.
So
Let's
what
say,
is max?
let's say for example, we have just 5 people in a data set, and we sequence numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I am writing it down like that. So 5 marks is basically 100. Okay. Then we have one more thing. 2 marks is 90. Then we have 1 marks is 80. Then we have 4 marks is 70. Then we have 3 marks is 60. There is no repetition of any marks here. Now in that case, what will happen? First of last will be what? Last of first of will be, this is basically 100. Okay. Now for each pair in pair mark list, is basically a mark list here. Tell me what we are doing here. Last of pair. So if I take this as a first pair, what is last of pair?
3,60.
No, no. Last of pair of this one. 100, right?
100.
100.
100 not equals to 100. Is this true?
No,
True or false?
False,
false.
right? So we'll go to this one. Counter is basically 1. 1 less than 4. Is this true?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So
Ah!
what? Okay. Please mute. Okay.
Sir,
So
what
top
is
list,
counter?
we have initialized with 1 here initially. We'll see what it stores. Okay. So here
Okay.
initially it is 1 less than 4. That is true. Top list initially empty plus first pair. Okay. First pair is basically what? What is first top pair here? What
5.
first top pair?
Sequence number 5.
5 sequence number,
5.
right? In this case, we have 5 sequence number. Go for a next iteration. Next pair is this one. What we are going to store here? What will happen here? Last top pair
90
is
is not
90.
equal to
90.
max.
Is this true?
90 is not equal.
false. Yes, sir, true.
90 equals
False.
to 100. Yeah. No, 90 is not
Yes.
equals to 100. Is that true?
Yes.
False.
हाँ false कैसे होगा 90 is not equals to 100, right? That is true,
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
right? So what we are doing here, max equals to last of pair. So last of that particular pair
Max
is
becomes
90 now.
90 now.
Yes, counter.
Counter will increase, so counter becomes 2.
Now here we have 2 less than 4. Yes, we are going to add the
Yes.
first of pair, that is 2 here, plus
So it
2,
will
that is,
take the sequence number of top 4 students.
yes, this is going to take the sequence number of first top 4 student, we can say. Okay,
No,
again
top
if I
3.
Student.
top 3,
Top
It
3
is less than
students.
4.
It is not equal
yes,
to less than and
4.
equal to sign.
Correct. If I go for next iteration, again, what will happen here? Next will be 1 comma 80. Again, 80 is not equals to 90. If 80 is not equals to 90, then this will become 80. This will become 3. I'm going to add
So it
1
will
here,
become 5 to 1.
5 to 1. If I go for next iteration, again, it's not satisfying. Sorry, it is true. 80 not equals to 70. Again, max will become 70. Counter will become 4. But what happened here? 4 less than
It
4?
does not satisfy.
No.
It's become
That's
false.
right.
What will happen if
So
two students had scored 90?
yeah, we will discuss that. Okay. So let's say this is first scenario. Here we
So,
don't
sir,
have.
will both of their sequence will be added?
Yes, we'll discuss. So here in this case, there is no student having the same maximum marks, say, or same marks here, right? So in that case, we'll get the sequence number of first 3 students, first 3 toppers. Is that clear? Now let's say, for example, here also we have 90. Now tell me what will happen. So initially that will be a 5 comma 2. If I go for a next iteration, next pair is basically this 1 comma 90. And from the previous iteration, max is basically 90. So 90 not equals to 90. Is this true?
False.
Now this
False.
condition, now this is false. That's it. So what we are going to do here?
It will add it.
The counter is not getting increment, right? It was previous counter only, that is 2 here, right? So that will get append here as well. 5 comma 2 comma 1. Now if I go for next iteration, then next we have 70. So 90 not equals 70, so we are going to get add here. So in that case, I will get this particular answer, right? Now is this the first 3 toppers?
Yes, sir.
It is sequence number, but their marks is in the first 3, we can say. Okay. So let's see what is about the first option here. Is that correct? First or second option?
First option correct.
List of sequence number of students whose total marks is in top 3 total marks.
3 total marks.
Number of 3 students?
Sir,
No.
we had a pair, na? No, first pair. Okay.
Pair, no. Here we are simply adding the first of that. Okay. So 3 student nahi hoga, because in that case you can see we got 4 student here, right? So list of sequence number of students whose total marks in the top 3 total marks here. Okay. What about C and D? Let's see. List of pairs of sequence number and the total marks. We are not going to store pairs here, not pairs here. Easily you can eliminate, because top list will only store the first of that pair. That
First
is
of
basically
sequence
sequence
number.
number.
First.
So even if you didn't understand this one, you can easily eliminate option C and D, because list of pair is not possible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So don't skip any question. Always try to think. At the last, I need to find out this top list. So before going to code, top list will only store the first top pair. So basically, it will only have one element, so not the list. So you can easily eliminate like that. But better you can go through entire code first. So this is a trick you can follow at the last if you don't have any time to solve. Okay. Okay, I hope you understand this question. Let's try to solve next question here. 9 to 11. Okay. A given pseudocode is executed data set having same field above word data set. Now here we have one paragraph. It will take the same field as of word data set. If you look at the word data set, what we have? Word and the letter count and part of speech, right?
Sequence number also.
Sequence number also, right? Sequence number, that particular word, letter count, and part of speech. If I say I is a word, letter count is basically a word here, and part of speech will be like that. Ordered will be my second word, letter count will be what?
5.
7.
No, 7.
7, right? And part of speech will be like that, okay? So this is what we are going to get here, okay? We have a sentence. Now let's consider this thing. We have unique EL. What is this? It will return the list of unique element of list EL. There will be no duplicate in this particular list. Unique element we are going to get. Okay. What is common here? L1 comma L2. So this is going to take 2 list as an input. And it's going to get us what number of common element in list L1 and L2. See, I have this L1 and L2 here like that. So I have this 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And here I have 1, 3, 5, 9. So if I call common number L1 comma L2, I am going to get
3
output
is
as 2,
common.
3 and 5 as common. So number of common element, not the common element. Number of common
Oh,
element. That is basically 2 here, right? 3 and 5. This is what we
yes,
are going
sir.
to get here.
Yes, sir. 2.
Okay. And if I say my L is basically 2, 3, then again 2, then again 2, 4, like that. So unique of L will give me only 2, 3, 4, not the duplicates here. So unique will remove the duplicate and common will give me number of common element in both the list. This thing is clear. What about the max?
Yes, sir.
Max
It will
ABC will
return the
return the
maximum value.
maximum value. So whatever the maximum value we have from ABC, that will be in the output. Uppercase, lowercase are ignored while checking the word. Okay,
ABC is
that's
a
it.
list. What is
Sorry?
ABC? ABC is
Eh,
a list, different list.
No, it is a number. ABC, it will return the maximum number. So maximum of 4, 5, 3. So that is basically a 5 here, right? So maximum of these three element, we are going to get the return. This is the maximum here. Let's see. Okay, now here we have two lists, positive and negative, happy, awesome, nice, fine, best, cool. Negative, dull, worse, ugly, hopeless, bad. Okay. Then we have this variable, positive sentence 0, negative sentence 0, neutral sentence 0, and L is basically empty list. Is this clear about the question?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now let's see what we are doing here. It's a while loop, big while loop here. Let's see. So table one has more rows. Now which table here? So we have to consider this one. So every row is basically a one word. This is what we have considered in the words data set. So first row is basically I here. Okay. So if L plus plus word I, so here L is basically empty, plus plus in bracket I'm putting I. So we are going to get that I here. Now whether that word ending with a full stop,
No.
no. If this is not true, then we are not going to do anything here. So that's it. We don't need to do anything. Go for the next iteration here. Next word is basically what? Ordered. Again, read the first row. So here we have I, then plus plus. Next word is basically ordered. So we are going to add I, comma, ordered like this. Again, order ending with full stop. No, go for next iteration. Next word is basically this. Now, what I can say about this one, if you understand this, me tell me what about L here? What L will store?
We are dealing with a sentence.
In L, every word will be an element
Well,
here. So that will be I, then will be ordered. Then what is there? This. Then we have product. Okay. Then we have from. And now once we
Yeah,
reach
that's
this
the
from,
class.
please mute. Now, once we reach this particular from, next element will be my guitar dot. Okay. Now, I am going to add guitar dot as well here. Now, tell me what will happen now next. Because till now, we don't have any word ending with full stop. The moment I reach this particular word, this condition becomes true here, right? Hello.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Now,
yes,
this
sir.
is true for the word guitar. Now, we need to execute this one.
Yes.
L is basically unique of L. So, we'll take this L as the input. So basically all words are unique here in this case. So same output will be there. Okay. Now what about positive count and negative count? So here we are going to check how many positive words are there in this case. So positive list will be this one, L will be this one. So how many words are matching here in the case of positive list and negative list? Can anyone tell me?
None, sir.
Yes, sir.
This okay. 0. What about negative count?
None.
Any
Zero,
Zero.
sir.
0. That's it. Okay. So positive count or negative count greater than 0, so greater than 2. Is that true? No.
No. No, sir.
No.
So we'll go to what else block here because this is false. What we are doing here? Neutral sentence equals to what? But incrementing the value of L,
Adding
0
one.
plus 1 is basically 1 here. That's it. Now we are going to empty this list again. So we have reinitialized the list. So whatever the list we have created here, entire list will become empty now. Now we'll go for a next word here. That is basically what I here, right? So what we are doing here? So for every sentence, we are storing the word in L. Can we say like that for every sentence? We are storing the all the words of that particular sentence in the L, right? Now, the moment that word ending with full stop, it means it's a sentence. So we are going to what? Reslice that L to empty list. right? So in this way, if I go this, so what about the next sentence here? I am very happy to share my view regarding this awesome product. Okay. So all are basically what?
Positive sentence.
It has positives.
All are unique
Code.
element, right? Now
Yes.
take this as a one list, and now we compare with the positive list here. How many positive elements are there in the second sentence?
1, 2.
Happy
Happy
is
and
there.
awesome.
Happy
Happy,
Yes, sir.
and
Two.
awesome.
awesome. Okay. So here we have two positive. So answer will be two. What about negative here?
No.
No negative, right? So negative will be zero here. So now tell me, positive is 2, negative is 0. So 2 greater than 2 or 0 greater than 2. Is this true?
Yes.
Yes. What about this one? Positive count greater than negative count? 2 greater than 0? Yes.
Yes.
So we are going to increment the value of positive sentence is equals to 0 plus 1, that is 1. So that's it. We have to go for a next here, because here we'll empty the list. We'll go for a next iteration. Next is basically next sentence. Now again, next go for a next sentence here. Again, we are going to store in the list. It is not only nice to use, but also have a very cool look. So all the words are unique here or not? Yes, I guess, right? Okay. Now again, try to match with the positive and the negative sentence here.
2 positive.
Positive. How much positive here? Cool, right? Again, one more.
Negative
Nice and
0.
cool.
Okay,
Nice.
nice is also there. Yeah.
0.
So again, positive count is 2. What about negative count?
0.
0. So again, same thing. So here we are finding it out what positive is 2, negative is 0. So this is true, this is true. So positive sentence is 1 plus 1, that is basically true. So neutral sentence is 1, positive sentence is 2 as of now. We'll go for next sentence here. I think this is the best product which can be bought in this particular price, right? I think this is the best product. This and this, right? So if you observe here, uh, unique will remove that particular duplicates, right? Here you can
Yes.
see. So again, we don't need to consider, I don't think this is my best product. So again, tell me how many positive and negative for this sentence.
1 positive.
One positive best.
0 negative.
Okay, no negative. Okay, one positive. Now here we have a one positive, 0 negative. Now tell me which condition satisfy here. It is 1, it is 0. So 1 less than 2, 0 greater than 2. No, not satisfy. Go for else block. We are going to increment the value of neutral to 2. So here 1 plus 1, that is basically 2. Go for a next sentence here. Only bad thing was broken and ugly packaging. How many positive and negative word here?
2 negative. Only 2
Two
negative.
positive.
Bad
2
and
negative.
ugly, right? No positive, right? So that's it. Again, simple question here. 0, this is basically 2. So 0 greater than 2, no. 2 greater than 2, yes. Now here 0 greater than 2, no. Go for else block. Increment the value of this negative sentence to 1. This is neutral sentence. Okay, that's it.
What would happen
Sentence.
if there was a
Then we
sentence which
have,
had both two positive words and two negative words? So will the count happen in both
yeah.
cases?
No, if 2 and 2 is there, right? It
Both
means what
positive and
entire
negative are
condition
there.
becomes true. Yeah. So 2 greater than 2, is this true? No. So we'll go to a negative sentence in that case.
So, but this is
Okay.
wrong, right, sir?
It says either positive
Sorry,
count greater than
I'm
2
not.
or negative count greater than 2, greater than equal. I'm saying it has both positive as well as negative at 2 2 each.
Yeah. So this is both
If condition
conditions are
also false,
satisfied, right?
na?
Now if this is true, we'll check for this condition. What about this condition? 2 greater than 2. Here this is false, right? Now we'll go to else block
False.
here.
Yes, sir.
Then we'll increment the negative sentence.
Sir, but
Okay.
But should it not be logically treated as a neutral
yes,
sentence?
sir. Yes,
No,
yes,
for this
sir.
scenario,
Why?
it is not. Yeah, for this, when the negative and positive count is greater than or equals to 2, and if it is same, we will consider it as a negative sentence.
At
Okay.
least it should be considered as a neutral sentence, right?
No. Oh, Mary Mercy, right? I have written this code, so we can do anything, right? So we'll take this as negative sentence only. Now here, I have never seen packaging worse than this before. How many positive, how many negative here we have?
One
One
negative,
negative.
one negative, zero positive.
One negative, zero positive, right? It means what? So 0 and 1. So which will increment? Which sentence? This is 0,
Neutral.
this is 1. So again,
Neutral.
this is false.
Neutral.
Go to neutral, add 1. So here we have 3 neutral, 2 positive, 1 negative sentence. That's it. So positive is basically 2, negative is basically what? Neutral is basically 3, negative is basically 1 here. Wait, negative is not there. Only neutral and positive. Okay. What about the question number 11 here? At the end of execution, the value of comment type will be. What is comment type here? Let's see. What about the comment type here? Tell me.
Max of.
Maximum of what?
Maximum of what? Here we have 3. Here we have 2. Here we have 1. That is basically what?
Neutral.
3.
3.
Maximum 3 here, right? So 3 to 1. So maximum of that is basically 3. So answer will be, I guess, 3 here. Okay. It is a neutral sentence. Maximum of that is basically neutral sentence here. Type of that. Okay. Neutral sentence. Okay. Simple question. We have solved 3 questions based on this. Okay. We just need to compare the sentence by sentence with the positive and negative list here and find out how many positive and negative words are there. That's it. Based on that, accordingly, we are going to increment the value of this one.
Sir,
That's it.
sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Yes.
Yes, this one. Pseudocode. Sir, if or is given, right, positive count is greater than 2. If both are true, then it is considered as, if condition is considered as true. Why, sir?
We have a
At
or
least,
condition here. If both are true, then entire
okay,
condition becomes true here.
okay. At least is one. At least one should be true.
Yes. In the case of or, at least one condition must be true. Okay. That's it. Okay. That's it. So we'll try to solve question number 12 to 14 now. Now the following pseudocode executed. Okay. Yeah, 23 people. Okay. Now here we are using an Olympic data set. At the end of execution, a medal list will store what? Number of players who have won all the 3 types of medals. Okay. So read the question carefully. What medal list will store? Number of players. This will store number of players, but who have won all 3 types of medals and have won at least one type of medal more than one time. If I have gold, silver, and bronze, so that player must have won all the three medals, and out of this, two and have won at least one type of medal more than one time here. Okay, so this is what we need to check. It means any one of this medal should be more than one. Okay, is this clear? What about the medal list?
He should have all 3,
Huh?
Sum
And
and
total for all 3 should be greater than 4.
yeah, greater than or equals to 4, right? We can say. Okay. Now let's see. What about the middle list equals to 0? While look, we have what we are doing here. Table 1 has more rows. Read the first row exit table 1. Middle list is basically what we are doing. Middle list plus qualified. What is qualified? I don't know. I will go to this procedure here. Now let's see what we are doing here. Qualified middle dictionary, repeat dictionary, x dot sequence number, right? Now what is this? Okay, sorry. Here we have What is this middle and the repeat dictionary and X dot sequence number?
3 parameters, sir.
Yeah, but what input is going to be taken here? I guess something is missing here. Let me check the portal. Just a second. Okay, here we have this one. This code is given to us. Okay, we'll see. So qualified will take middle dictionary, then repeat dictionary n as the input, and this will perform this thing. We'll see because it's not a question. The question is basically this one. Which of the following statement is are true about the middle dictionary based on the above pseudocode? So middle dictionary here, right? This is basically this one, right? Now let's see which satisfy this particular procedure here. See, we know what middle list will store. It will store number of players who have won all three types of middle and have won at least one type of middle. This information we know. Then it should give me that particular player here, right? It should return one for that particular player. Now let's see here. We have a middle dictionary, repeat dictionary n. So middle equals to 0, repeated equals to false. Middles equals to what is this one? Tell me what is this one? Length of keys of middle dictionary n.
Number of keys in middle dictionary.
Yes. So if you look at here, we have a dictionary. So middle dictionary is basically a dictionary. Here we are taking n, that is basically a key, right? Now, if this is basically a what value of this key here, if I consider like that, so what is this keys here?
List of
Gold,
sequence
silver,
number.
bronze.
No, it means
Gold,
what?
silver, bronze.
No, we don't know, right?
Number
That
of
no. In terms of data type, I'm asking here. If middle dictionary is n here, and so it means what? If we're using a keys function, this should be a dictionary. It means what? Middle dictionary, n is basically a what key, and the corresponding value is again a dictionary, right? And then we are getting a keys of this particular dictionary, right? So here this will give me number of keys in this particular n here, right? What is n? We don't know this particular key, right? So that is what a middle is. Then we have repeated a dictionary here. So this is what we are using it here. So this can be possible, right? Let's see the options whether this is correct, because if you observe here, we use keys only for dictionary, right? Is it clear? Now, if this is
So what is repeat
no, we don't know about that. We are only dealing with middle dictionary as of now, right? So if you look at here middle dictionary, we have applied the keys function here. It means what? This entire thing is basically a dictionary. Okay, middle dict in bracket we have n, then that is basically dictionary. Okay, you can see. Right, so we can say that middle dictionary is basically a nested dictionary in which n is basically key and the corresponding value is also a dictionary. Then we are getting a length of that. Okay, that will give me a middles. So here is basically a what? We'll see here options. What about the middle dictionary? Is a procedure which accepts the sequence number. Okay, it can be a procedure as well. We don't know. It can be a dictionary as well. We don't know, right? Yes, it can be a procedure as well, but it can be a procedure. Is this correct?
Yes.
No. If I say it is a procedure, then we use this round bracket for taking an input, right? Like that. But what is this? It's a square bracket. We use this for what? Dictionary. It means what? It is not a procedure. It is not like that, right? It is not a round bracket. Round bracket, it means we are using a function there. So option A is not correct.
So
Middle
please
dictionary
repeat.
is,
I didn't get.
yeah. So if you look at the options here, it is basically a procedure or dictionary. Also, if you look at here, nested dictionary or dictionary. So first we need to decide whether it's dictionary or procedure. But if it is a procedure, then we have to use this round bracket for an input here. But here we are used square bracket. Okay, this is not a
Is
valid for
that square
procedure here.
bracket for a list and curly brackets is for dictionary?
Yeah, but when we talk about the dictionary and the key, we get a corresponding value, and that key we put in the square bracket here, right? Like that. And if I say it's a procedure, for procedure, we call this particular round bracket because it's a procedure. You can see we have used the round bracket here. So here we have not used the round bracket, it means it is not a procedure. Simple, it is a dictionary. But what is dictionary? You can see here, let's see.
Sir, it
If
has
it,
round brackets, sir.
no, where is round bracket? You can see, right? Square bracket for n is round bracket outside this one. This was round bracket, this one, right? It is for this one,
So
right?
how it should be? What you are telling? How it should be, sir? Actually.
No, for procedure, it should be like this. N. Okay. If it is a procedure, it should be round bracket for n here. It's a square bracket. Okay, it means it is a dictionary and is basically a key. So we'll see the output. It is a dictionary with a sequence number of player mapped to true if the player has won all the three types of medal, otherwise mapped to false. We'll see. It is a nested dictionary with the sequence number of players mapped to a dictionary with the medal as a key mapped to true if the player has won that medal. Medal dictionary is basically a dictionary with a sequence number of players mapped to the list of distinct medals won by the player. Okay, so all the three possibilities are there. Let's discuss one by one. If I say option number B, it means what? It is a dictionary with the sequence number of the player mapped to true. If the player has won all three types of medals, otherwise mapped to false. If I go with this definition here, so player has won all the three types of medals, then only we are saying it is true. If I go with that definition here, option number B, so it means what? This will give me what? All the three. So medals will be three here. No, this will be what? Keys will be true. But no, it's a key also present. It means a nested dictionary here is what we have discussed. It is not a dictionary here because keys of dictionary we have saying. So again, it's a nested dictionary. Let's go with option number C. It's a nested dictionary. The thickest number of players mapped to a dictionary. Okay, again mapped to a dictionary. So it's a nested dictionary. Sequence number of a player mapped to a dictionary with the medal as a key mapped to true. If the player has won that medal. So if bronze is there, true. If gold is present, true. If silver is present, true. Otherwise, no. That's it. So this is possibility, right? Check for option number 4. Medal dictionary is a dictionary sequence number of players mapped to the list of medals here. Possibility is what this one. Sequence number mapped to a list here. So it should be a list. Okay. Sequence number of players mapped to a list of distinct players, distinct medals here. If I go with this definition, this will give me what? Medal dic this one. But here we have used keys function. We use keys function only for dictionary here. So option A is not correct, B is not correct, D is not correct. It's a C option here. You can see option number
Because of
C,
the
right?
bracket, sir. Because of the bracket.
Yes, there are two things to note here. So we have element option number A because it's a square bracket. It means what? It's not the procedure. Now we use keys function only for dictionaries, right? So this should be a dictionary here. Output of this should be a dictionary. It means what? Output of this is dictionary means what? Middle dictionary is a dictionary in which n is basically key and the corresponding value is a dictionary here. It's a nested dictionary we are getting. Okay. The length will give me number of element in that particular list here. Keys here, number of keys here. So option C is correct here, right? So you can see. So this is the
Yellow
correct
exam
thing.
set.
Yes. Any doubt here? Yeah. So this is the correct option here. So that will take a sequence number as input. Corresponding value is basically dictionary. In that we are storing whether that player has won the which medal, bronze, gold, silver, like that. Okay. Now, any doubt here? This option number C is correct here.
Why is D not correct?
So D is saying it's mapped to a list of the medals here. If it is mapped to a list of the medals, we cannot apply the keys function to a list, right? So keys function is applicable to only a dictionary. So that's why it's a nested dictionary only.
Okay.
What about option
Sir,
number?
a dictionary can have a square bracket, sir. Big, here you have written last
For a,
line.
here, this one.
Yes, you have written.
No, this is the value of that particular key. The value can be a
The
list, can be a
dictionary be
dictionary.
like
It
this?
can. Sorry.
Can a dictionary be like this? Is it
Yes,
possible
yes.
for?
Possible. Sequence number 1, the value is list. Sequence number 2, the value is list. This is fine.
And why is
The
D
value
not correct?
B is saying simply it's a dictionary with a sequence number mapped to true if the player has won all the 3 types of medal. That's it here. The value of that dictionary n will be what? True only. But it should be a dictionary here because we are using keys function there. So again, this option is not correct. Okay. So if you look at that particular thing, it should be a nested dictionary only because of keys function here. So option C is the only correct here. We'll see. We are
Sir,
just yes.
sir, while
Yes.
writing that program, you have told that within that square bracket A within square bracket. That
Within square
denotes
bracket.
the dictionary medal list within square bracket. There is a variable. Sorry, n. That means when you are dictionary making that dictionary, what that square bracket gives. When you normally mention that curly bracket used for that medal for dictionary.
So see,
But
if we have this
here,
yes.
here that n variable n within the square bracket, what it denotes?
Yeah. So see, if I have this particular dictionary here, D for example, then I have A, then 2, then I have B, then 3, I have C, basically a list of numbers like that. When I have D, basically again key value, it's a dictionary, right? So when I say
Yes.
dictionary and its key, we are going to get the corresponding value in the output. So when I say D of A, we are going to get 2 here. When I say D of C, we are going to get entire list here in the output. When I say D of D here, we are going to get entire dictionary in the output. Okay. So when I put dictionary in the square bracket key, it is going to give us the corresponding value here. Okay. So that's why I
Keys,
said,
values of the keys.
yeah, the values corresponding to this particular key that we have put in the
Keys.
square bracket. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why we are going to get the value of this particular n. So n is sequence number having mapped to a dictionary because here we are using a keys function. If I skip this keys function, then what will be the answer? Well, in that case, we are using only length function. Now, length function applicable to what?
List.
List. In that case, option D will be correct. If I just remove
Sir,
that keys function from that.
please
Okay.
explain keys function. What is?
No. Here we have keys function. It means what? It's applicable to dictionary only. So the output of this one, dictionary and the key, the corresponding value must be keys, must be dictionary only because we are using keys function here. That's why this is a nested dictionary. But if I skip this key thing here, if I skip this keys here, only length is present. We apply length function, length to only list, right? It means what? The output of this thing should be a list. It means what? Instead of dictionary, we have a list here. In that case, option D will be correct. This is the case.
Sir,
Okay.
how do you tell that this is nested or a normal dictionary?
Yeah. So the first
This
thing is
one
that
is
dictionary and we put square bracket. Now this is only possible if we have a dictionary like that.
okay.
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 If you look at in Python, we go with the indexing, but here in the city we are not dealing with the Python code. In Python, we put list and then we put indexing there, 0, 1, 2. That is fine. That is in that case we can say it is a list. But in our course, we are not dealing with the dictionary. Sorry, not dealing with the indexing here. So this is basically dictionary only. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Sir,
Yeah.
that thing. Okay, sir. How it
Yeah.
you tell nested dictionary or
Huh.
normal dictionary?
Now, once you know, okay, this is basically a dictionary. Now we are using a keys function here. It means what? It's applicable to a dictionary only. The output of this thing must be a dictionary. It means what? The value corresponding to this n should be a dictionary, right? Then only I can use the keys function here, right? So one dictionary for this particular scenario, dictionary and the square bracket n. Inside dictionary will be for this particular key. We are going to get the dictionary as a value because then only we can apply the keys function there. Otherwise, we cannot apply keys function. Okay. So again,
Now this is only normal dictionary without nesting. How this statement will come, sir?
yeah,
I
if there
want.
is not, yeah, if there is no nested dictionary, then we have to remove keys here. Okay.
Sir, you are telling if there is key mentioned, so output should must come as a dictionary, right?
Yeah. So here, whatever we put the keys inside this one, this must be a dictionary. Then only you can apply the keys function here, right? So
So
it must be a keys of D. We write like this. D is basically a dictionary, right? In the bracket. So this must be a dictionary.
So the structure will be like what we had seen in question number one semicolon, then there was another key, then to a key there was a value where one was also a key, and within that dictionary there was another dictionary.
Yes,
Question
yes.
number
You
one,
can see question number one like that. This is basically a
one, two,
this
I
one.
think. Question number two. This one.
Yeah. So D of 1 will give me what? This dictionary. Okay. When I say keys of D of 1, I am going to get the keys of this one, list of this one. It is basically name, age, and gender in the list. Okay. You can see this is what we discuss
So
here.
this is
Keys,
nested dictionary.
yeah, this is nested dictionary. Dictionary inside dictionary, right? Corresponding value is a dictionary again here, right? Okay. So from that we can say that will be a nested dictionary. Okay. So we'll see next question here. Now this is about the middle dictionary. Now we know that this is basically what sequence number and in value is basically a what? Uh, yeah. So map to a dictionary with the middle as a key, map to true. So if that particular player has won the medal, so we'll map it as true. So bronze true, gold true, silver true, like that. Okay. So it means what? If you observe here, if I consider like that, what length will give me? What is length of keys now? Tell me. So keys will be my list of the middle, bronze, gold, silver. What is length here?
When it branch
3.
school 3.
Yeah. So 3 in this case, if that player has won all the 3 medals. If player has just won bronze and silver, be true and silver to true. In that case, answer will be what? B and S only. The number of element will be 2 only. So this will give me what? Number of medals won by the player. Can I say
So
like
what is
this?
T? What is B?
Bronze and
Uh,
silver.
what is T in between that?
True, true. So this is what we have mentioned in the statement, right? So you can see dictionary with the middle as a key. So bronze as a key map to true. So corresponding value will be true here. And if player has won the gold also, corresponding value will be a true here. That's it. If the player has won that particular medal. If he has not won that medal, so we are not storing that information here. That's it. Okay. So it means what? Length will give me what? Number of medals won by that particular player. Is that clear? Okay. So if this is number of medals given by that particular player, so what this repeated and repeat dictionary will do? Now we need to find out what is this repeat dictionary. Now what is tell me, is this a dictionary or what? What is this?
It's a dictionary.
Okay. So dictionary, then we put this square bracket and what is the corresponding value of this one? What you can say about this? What should be the value? Now this value it belongs to repeated, right? Whatever the value will be there, we are going to store in repeated, right? Hello? And
That
that,
value Boolean or
yes, yes. So
Boolean?
if I just put repeated here and condition, means what? This is what? Boolean output should be there, right? Because then only I can use like this. Otherwise, I cannot use repeated like this. Okay? It means what? The output of this dictionary and the key here, it should be a Boolean. Then only I can use it here. Otherwise, I cannot use it here.
Can you please explain how did you know it should be a boolean?
Okay. So whatever the value of this dictionary at n will be there, that we are going to store in the repeated, right? You can see. So whatever the value will be, that is stored in the repeated variables. And now we are using repeated in this particular condition, if condition, just repeated here. That's it, right? In order to this if statement to be true or false, this must be Boolean, this must be Boolean, right? Whatever condition we put in the if statement, C1 or C2 and C3, all this give me a Boolean value. Okay, then only we can compare true or false, false or true, true and true like that. Okay, so this should be a Boolean. This will also give me a Boolean output. If middle equals to 3, if this is true, this will give me true. Otherwise, it will give me false. Okay, so this should give me a Boolean output here. Now, if this dictionary with the sequence number as a key is giving me what output? Boolean here. Let's see what about repeat dictionary will tell us. Is option A correct? Is a procedure? Is it a procedure? Are we using a square bracket n here or a round bracket n here? A square bracket n here like that? It is square bracket, right? It's means
Yes,
it's
sir.
not a procedure, it's a dictionary. Now it's a dictionary with a sequence number of players mapped to number of medals which player has won that time. If that is the number, then how this condition will become true here? Let's say, for example, if that is a number. If I say the output of this is basically number, let's say 2. I repeated 2. Is that fine? What is 2? Nothing. We cannot compare here. It must be Boolean only, right? So that number will not exist. Option B is not correct. What about C? Sequence number of players mapped to true. Okay. If the player has won at least one type of medal more than one time, this is possible. We have just discussed about the value will be true or false. That's it. Repeat dictionary is a dictionary sequence number of players mapped to true. A player has won at least one type of medal more than one time, otherwise mapped to false. Now, this or this, both the things are possible, right? We have just discussed that the value must be Boolean. We don't know which one is correct here. Again, we go back to our code here. Now, tell me if this is true, okay? If repeated is basically a true value and this is also true value, then it is going to return 1. Return 1 means what? The value of this thing will be 1, right? It's a middle list. So what is middle list here? Number of players who have won all 3 types of medals and have won at least one type of medal more than one time. Now, if you look at the if condition here, what is medal equals to 3? What this will give us?
Won all the medals.
Yes. So that particular player has won all 3 types of medals. So this condition getting satisfied from this medal because this is what we got in the medals thing. So what about repeated here? What about repeated here? What is remaining?
The medals, he won
More.
single
This condition
medal
is remaining.
type of medal when by more than once.
One time. Only this
Single
condition
time.
is remaining now, right? Now let's see option number C or D will satisfy here. So if the player has won at least one type of medal more than one time, the player has won at least one type of medal more than one time, otherwise map to false. So both are same thing here. Only otherwise map to false. Now let's see, do we have otherwise
Yes.
condition as well?
Else no, sir. Else condition it's not there.
No, it said otherwise. If it is false, then what will happen? Otherwise false, right? It's a Boolean output here. Otherwise map to false, right? So map to true if the player has won at this type of medal, otherwise it map to false. So option D is correct. You can see here, right? It should be a false, then only we will return the 0 here. Right? If the player has won all three types of medal, but this condition is not getting satisfied, in that case we have to return 0. We don't want to count that particular player here, right? So it means what? This should be false in that case. So otherwise map to false. Okay. This is what the condition will look like. So option D is correct. Okay. So very good question. We are checking the understanding of whether you understand all the different data types what we have discussed, how this condition is going to work. Everything is getting covered here. Whether you understand where we are using keys function, length function, all the concept we are checking in this particular question. Okay. So again, try to solve this question by your own. Okay, now let's try to solve the last question. If you understand both the things, let's see here. Let GSB be the list of sequence number of the players who have won gold, silver, bronze respectively. If n is the sequence number of player, then choose the correct implementation of medal dictionary. Now we're going to find out the implementation of medal dictionary. Now what this is going to get stored? Let's see. Storing what? This one, right? So sequence number map to medal true or false like that. So this will store sequence number map to list of sequence number. It has one gold, true, bronze, true, or silver if he has one true like that. So this should give me like that. Okay, this is the medal dictionary. Now, if I go with the option number A, will I get the required dictionary? Can anyone tell me? Do we get this
No, sir.
particular dictionary?
No, sir.
Why?
Because it's not Boolean. It gives the count.
It gives the count. We want the Boolean here. True, true,
So,
true. Yes, sir.
instead of true, if someone has not got gold, can we store as false?
We are not storing it. No, we are not store. We cannot store as a false here because this is what we have discussed. Because we are dealing with what keys, and then we are dealing with length. So how many medals that particular player has won, right? That will get information from here. So if that player has not won the medal, so we are not storing it in the dictionary. That's it. Okay. So option A is not correct because we are storing in the Boolean format. No.
So generally, I'm asking, we can store any false value in
Yeah,
any
in general, we can
dictionary.
store. Yeah, we can do like that. No worries. Option A is not correct. What about B?
Same things. Same count
Not-
it will.
Yes, sir. Incorrect option B.
No. Here we are returning true or false, right?
Yes,
We are
sir.
not returning the count unlike in the previous
Okay.
option. What about B? We have to check this. So if that player has won the gold medal, so we'll increment the count. If player has won the silver medal, increment the count. If player has won bronze medal, increment the count. If count is equals to 3, if it means that player has won all the 3 medals, we are going to store true. Is this the
It's
requirement?
false, sir.
No.
The requirement is only there at count only. Here we are giving count itself, we are given 3. 3 means true. There we have given only count, na, sir. Medal equal to 3.
No, here we want to store a medal corresponding
No,
value
sir.
true.
In program, we have given
Huh.
repeated and medal equal to 3.
Right.
Here only we are giving true or false. Like
So this is, we are
written
dealing
true
with
or false.
here dealing
In
with
B,
medal
sir.
dictionary here. Yeah, so we are dealing with middle dictionary here, right?
Yes, sir.
That should give me a what this dictionary. Sequence number mapped to a particular middle true. That's it. So again, this will give me what? This will give me true only if it has one all the three middles. But we don't want that requirement. What about C? We have one more dictionary. We have created a dictionary. That's a nested dictionary we have created. Count zero. If sequence number is part of gold, increment the value. Sequence number part of silver, increment the value. Sequence number part of this increment the value. If all the three middles are there, then we increment the value of sequence to true. Is that correct?
No, sir.
Incorrect.
No. Let's go option number 4. What about this one? Here we have empty dictionary. Sequence number equals to empty dictionary. Now see what we are creating. For this dictionary, for the sequence number, we are creating one more empty dictionary here, right? And now
Yes,
we
sir.
are checking whether sequence number exists in G. It means whether gold has been one. Then what we are doing? We are adding a gold in this particular dictionary. Gold and the corresponding value true. If silver has been one, then true. If bronze, then equals to true, like that. So this is what we want, right? So option D is correct.
Yes, sir.
So why C is not correct?
In C, what this will store? This will store medal dictionary sequence number value which will be equals to true when the player has won all the three medals. But we don't want for all the three medals. We want whether that player has won this medal, then equals to true. If this medal equals to true, like that. Okay. So our requirement is like this. This is what we want. Okay. So that's why option D is. So again, try to solve this question by your own. Okay. So this question is from mock test 2. So you can solve the question. Okay. You may come across many doubts as well. Okay. So if you have any
So
question, any doubt, you can ask now.
where to
That's
find
it
this
from
document?
this is basically a question from mock test only. You can check the portal. In the mock of quiz 2, you can find out the document. If you want the solution PDF also, this PDF I can share with you.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
ये
sir.
वाला सेंड कर दीजिए सर.
Okay, because here you can see we have few explanation also in many questions, right? You can see. You can just go through
Yes, sir.
that. So let me remove this. So in the calendar, I will add upload this particular file. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then thank you everyone. All the best for quiz 2 and good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you, sir. Good night.
Hello. Bye bye.
हेलो सर.
हाँ.
सर एग्जाम में सर फिर भी गलत हो जाता है सर. सर मेरा
तो
ये सीटी का सर ये मेरा रिपीट करना पड़ा सर. फिर दोबारा एक बार और दिया था मैंने.
तुमको प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा उसके लिए. सी
ओके सर.
मतलब तुम जितने भी जीए पीए प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन है सब सॉल्व करके जाओ. ठीक है, और
यस
खुद
सर.
से सॉल्व करो. ठीक है, मतलब ऐसा नहीं सॉल्यूशन देख लिया फिर अपने को लगता है नहीं मुझको आता है, बट नहीं, तुम एक बार पूरा जाओगे सुडो कोड के थ्रू तब तुमको समझेगा अच्छा ये ऐसा काम करता है, राइट? सो प्लीज ट्राई टू सॉल्व माय क्वेश्चन बाय योर ओन. ओके. जैसा मैंने अभी सॉल्व किया क्विज 2 पूरा पेपर मॉक टेस्ट, लेकिन तुम जब तुम
यस सर.
सॉल्व करने जाओगे यू विल गेट मोर क्वेश्चंस, राइट? मोर डाउट्स आएंगे तुमको.
यस सर.
ठीक है, सो जस्ट प्रैक्टिस इट.
ओके सर.
ओके,
So when
चलो.
do we have next session?
No, that's it. We don't have live session tomorrow. So this is the last session. In the last session, oh, sorry, in the previous session, we have discussed the doubts. So that's it. We'll be discussing in the Monday session now. If you have any doubt from
Okay, sir.
week
Thank
8
you.
or week
Thank you.
6. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Good night.
ओके सर.